Hello, everybody. I'm live now, and happy Hoarder here, working in my studio, and I'm just checking to see if I'm up yet. So give me a minute. Hopefully, some people will join in and watch me and keep me company because sometimes it gets boring in here. But I have a lot of projects to do, and I thought this would be a good day to kind of sit in here and visit and do some projects. Now, I did think about just sitting in here watching some videos, but I tend to get, well, I don't get to see them enough. I'm not like watching because I'm looking at what I'm doing, and I realized that wasn't working very well. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried because for some reason it's just not showing up yet. So if I'm not showing up yet, let me know. I don't know. Let me see what's going on. I am a little bit worried about today. I don't have the best. Yay, I see me. Yay, we're somebody. Okay, we're in. Apparently we're up now. Yeah, internet's not great out here. And it is a kind of a load. I'm looking at my thing. So, my not so cute cutesy stuff. Yeah, I don't do cutesy. So, when I was kind of looking through some of my Halloween stuff, I just thought it needed to be a little darker, a little more, creepy, because that's what goes with my stuff. And one of the things that I pulled out, if you saw my live show on Thursday, I had pulled this little guy out, and he is just so hilarious. And I am fixing to do something really quick, so I can do that for myself. So I can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying something with lighting. I don't like it. It's like really bouncing off onto my glasses because so I now have to be more aware of where my head is. I'm trying bouncing light. I don't think it's working. Just now it's gone. It went from making like a nice round thing showing in my glasses to now a big square thing showing in my glasses. So there's that. But what were we talking about? Okay. So I have I didn't think about that. Hang on one second. I can't see the live stream when I do this. Let me move you out of the way and get you back on something else because I'm probably not even on full screen. Wow, this is not a good day to be Jerry. I don't know what's going on. So that's why I thought it'd be clever if I had it on my phone. That way I can look down at my phone since I'm looking down most of the time anyway. So if you've ever done a live stream, you know what's going on. I'm seeing myself in your time, which is not my time, so it makes it harder for me to figure out what is actually going on. What as far as what I'm able to see, and why I can't open YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, so I spent some time today setting up I know you're getting sick of looking at this, my desk to work on. But one of the reasons I felt like I just really needed to get in here and do this, I have a lot of projects to do for October. I didn't realize how many little cute things I had to do. So I didn't want to take that time and try to make all this stuff. I want to enjoy October as well. So but I do have a lot of stuff I need to work on. I thought, well, this is a good time for me to get rid of to knock out some of these little projects that just need touching up, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun. Hey, Glenda, I'm finally running now because, oh my goodness, what a day. It is 5:30. You're up at 5:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness, would you get like an alarm went off and said, Jerry's going to be online. You need to join her. Because that's just some crazy stuff. Anyway, I'm working on my skulls that I pulled out. I'm going to kind of darken them some. I'm going to try a couple of techniques. I don't know. I may just paint them. I don't know. So this is something I bought. Okay, hang on. It's falling apart. This is something I bought at Rolling Hills one day, and nobody else could appreciate this as much as I did. But it was $20. Not when I bought it. Someone made this and was asking $20 for it. I take that back. I paid $2.50. No, I got this in, I'm sorry, I got this in Starlington at the little place there. But I started taking her apart. So this was in the back. And I said, you know what? It was like tucked back there. So I said, I need to do this like, I want y'all to see what happens here. So what I'm doing, I'm basically taking her apart because I love the mask. I think we got a little carried away with this. But I love this background. So I started ripping her apart already, and it's not easy. It's just like not. In fact, did I just poke a hole in her head? No. It was just styrofoam back there. But I think she's going to be a great. Hey, Edwin. See you. Aw, what a great way to start your day. Hey, I did it again. BJ. Okay, beautifully jagged dolls. I got your name again. I know. I'm the worst, and I got to think about it a minute. Yeah, it's not looking to me. Now while I'm working, thanks for joining me. This is great. I hope I don't break my person here. Sorry, for starters, this was just a really cool frame. Wow. I mean, it's just really cool. And I think I would rather have it for something else because, yeah, that's, I would know, not this color. I'm blackening it up. Oh, you know, making it look gothic. Because look at it. I mean, it is with the roads and everything. Definitely going to work for that. So sorry. So, sorry, artist. I'm just ripping up your stuff. Now, some of this lace, I guess I'll use on her. We don't want to overdo it, do we? Melinda, okay. Thank you for telling me. Appreciate it. So, tell me what some of y'all have been up to as well. This is going to take me a minute. So, what they did is they just had it glued on. I think if I was going to glue it on something, I would back it up with some styrofoam first because she's very fragile. She's very thin. And I would have thought that would have easily broken. One of the things I said I was going to do between now and my next, last time I did a video now, would be take the arms off of my chairs. When I said this is not going to be friendly, it's going to be a little bit of a monster to take apart. It's got some really cool stuff. It has like some floral picks that I really like, or just a floral pick. So, we're going to get you out of there. It's really coming apart awfully easy. Amazing it stood together. Let's see, dolls, working on dolls. There you go. Oh, you are. So what are you doing a show? Tell me about that. And now these are your, which dolls are these? Your, I can't think of the word, ball joint dolls, right? Or just all different dolls. So and you do clothing. Don't you do you don't do your own clothing? Oh, I did. I cracked her. Oh, I don't care because it's not going to matter. She's going to look all rough anyway. Oh, it's not going to matter. All right. So the glue gun is going to have to get a little touch it. I'm going to have to hit it with some heat. I'll probably melt her. How did this come together? So she's not wanting to work for me. Yeah, I think I got to do something. Soak her maybe. A lot of times you just soak them in water. The glue will release. So see, this is coming right off. Why couldn't that have come off? She's a weird size. I kind of wish I had a doll this size. I might have a doll this size. Hang on. I think I do. I think I went out right here in my studio. Right here, live in my studio. A creepy doll. No, she's not creepy yet. Wow, that's kind of freaking me out. I'm afraid I'm going to break her. But then she could have her own mask that she could take off. I thought that'd be kind of fun. That sounds like something that Edwin would come up with. He's pretty clever. So am I locked up by any chance? Because I am looking down and y'all aren't talking. So I may be locked up. Okay. I got most of it off. So yeah, there she is. And then here's all her lace. And her flower pick. That's really stuck in the lace. So yeah, I'm gonna back her up with some foam. I'm gonna take her eyeballs off too. I'm so sorry about this person who did this. I'm like, yeah, I don't know though. Maybe I could paint over that. Nah, pull them off. They come right off. They're so not sturdy. Hang on one second. So I'm having a hard time with this girl. I love this girl. I think something's wrong with her. Hang on a second. Let me think about this. Is she a broken hand? No, she looks pretty good. So I did not do this. This doll looked like this when I got her. Oh, we had repaint to finish up, touching up on stuff. I also found another collage. Oh, really? I have some collages I did. Okay, so I'm going back to We Sell the Dolls. We are doing creepy dolls. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna post a video about your creepy dolls? Working on it? Yeah, I want to see those. Yay! Okay, like creepy or like creepy cute? We're working on creepy cute today. So maybe can you do casting and maybe I don't have all the stuff here, and you know it is no shop. No, what is this? No shopping September, and so I can't go buy anything. However, I'm saying that I do have plaster. I bet I have plaster because I have stuff all the time. And speaking of stuff, yeah, so this is turning into a tedious thing But we're going to try this. So anyway, I did not do this doll's face, but I love this doll's face. I mean, and her dress is, I think it's just huge on her. But she does have a gorgeous face already. And it's kind of hard when you think. And that sort of fits her face. She is a pretty good size for that. It's about, I could probably, if I look around, maybe find a little bit bigger doll I could get away with, a little bit. Oh, but really, seriously, that's some creepy stuff right there. So yeah, if I did this doll with this face, this mask, I would not keep her in this dress. I'd have to change her clothes, make her a little darker. Okay, so yeah, and in working out in my barn looking for stuff, I found these, and these are by no means let's see, I do dabble. I mean, for that mask. No, I was thinking about that when you said I kind of knew I could pour mask in. Now I think I'm gonna keep it as a mask. I'm just gonna do something with it on top now to fix my crack. But if I decide to use it as a mask, but I kind of liked it as its own thing. And that looked kind of cool, but not necessarily on that frame, because you did see the frame. Just put it in something else. Yeah, these adorableness. I don't know if I can handle this much cuteness, so we may have to just find a new home for these little guys because they're really cute. But they're just too cute for me. And so much cuteness. So I'm not doing those. I don't know how I can make those creepy, but hang on. But this is what kind of got me thinking about the cute word today. The cutesy. I just not doing the cutesy. So, and then I found these two. And I'm like, how do I have these things? But I do know how I have these things. It's from the same place I got my sign. I have a video coming out today. Oh, yeah. Tonight, I do have a video coming out. You need to see it. Because it's okay, so if you saw my DIY live that I did from my carport, yes, the follow-up to that, so please watch. So that's cute. So, yeah. No, I got this at a craft store. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this at a craft store. Now I think, I'm sorry, a thrift store. Now I see them glued together. I bet they came from that. And then just like these things are just adorables. Can't do cute, can we? Let's see what I got going on. I do dabble it. I also have a beautiful face. Oh, I know. It's like, do I do it? Do I dare do it? Do a creepy creep cute. Oh, we do creepy creep and cute. Oh, that is adorable. We are beautifully, I know. So you have beautiful dolls. You do beautifully creepy. Creepy, gorgeous. Yeah, so you can tell this is not me, the cute little woodcuts. So I gotta find these guys a new home. So if you like creepy stuff, cute stuff, gotta find these a new home. I know. Speaking of stuff, eBay. I am so far behind on eBay. It's not even funny. Now, one of the things, so why I thought about those is because of these. Remember, I pulled these out during the live thing, and those noses, they just pop right off. Yeah, they really do. They really do. Well, okay, one pop right off. I'm going to get them off. I really am. Probably get a hammer after them. But, yeah, this one has like a bad mark in it. I don't know if I like them all being the same either. Oh, there it went. Got that nose off. Some paint. Okay, so... All right, so Edwin, I enjoy it. Also, some painting on canvas. Yeah, okay. I love vintage Halloween art. I have the coolest scarecrow painting that I got. Sorry, loud noise, not coming off. Oh no! All right, so you might not get worked on right now till I can get some pliers or something. Yeah, so I thought, oh yeah, these noses, most of these are just popping right off. So I would, my volume's going. I can kind of hear myself in here. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do any kind of painting. And one of the things that I wanted to do were crows. I wanted to paint some crows. I also, it's just not coming off, guys. Not coming off. What do I have handy? Because I used to have a thing to open paint with over here. Oh, I was not, the knife. Cut that sucker off. So if I get wounded doing this, I have my, no, not doing it, not coming off. I'm sorry, that is crazy. Every tool's a hammer, by the way. Every tool's a hammer. I cannot get that. You're out. You're not done. I ain't worried about you today. So that is one of my little things. Now, one of my weird projects I'm working on, I'm a little bit worried about it, are my dental work that I did on my skull. I got this at like Rolling Hills, I'm pretty sure, a long time ago. Oh my gosh, check him out. He's so great. And he was missing some teeth. So I used clay to make his teeth, and I should have used the epoxy, you know, stuff you mix together, and it was kind of plastic. Hello, New England thrifters here. Helen's here. So I made these teeth. I did a little work on it, and I'm looking at them. I'm going, oh, I got a little crack forming here and little things like that. So I think I'm going to hit them with, I should not have done all of this, because if they ever fall, they'll break. Oh, my day. But it was a great way to experiment, just to see if I could make teeth before I got the good stuff out. And yeah, they were actually pretty easy to carve onto the head. Where is it? Yeah, see those teeth? Yeah, who knew I was a dentist too? I know. So my idea right now is I'm going to go over this with some Mod Podge, because I'm going to get some Mod Podge out today. And so I thought that'd be fun. So he needs his bottom jaw, and his head comes off, but I have it taped on because it falls off. And so this time, I'm putting magnets in here. My son has a whole bunch of cool magnets. They're teeny tiny magnets, and they're strong. I'll borrow some magnets from him, put this together, so he will quit falling apart every time you pick him up. But there's more. There's something more. I think it's hilarious that I have him wrapped in plastic, but the brain it has a brain. He has his own brain. That's why I don't want to like glue him closed. Let's see what we can do. I can make teeth. It's a miracle. Dracula and brought in the, oh, you know what? I don't know. I thought about that. I was actually messing with them the other day, and I ended up piling stuff on top of them. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It just kind of depends on what all I decide to swap out somewhere halfway through the month. But you think they need to be there? I just feel so bad for Dracula. He's so short. He has to get up on a little stand. He needs a new bride is what he needs. So the brain is rubber. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to paint the brain? I mean, it's kind of cute because, you know, if you paint it and it's like all in quarters, you could like set these out on the table like food. I mean, I'm talking about really painted, because here we go. We've got to make it a little creepy. So I'm kind of digging the brain. Now I'm going to wish I'm not throwing the plastic away. But yeah, that's my goal. So but the brains are like boring colors. They're just dull. But I really want to make it look like it's kind of a food and serve it on a plate. But not really. I think these are going to be kind of easy peasy and a lot of fun. And I'm going to have a lot of blackout. So I am just going to make creepy faces on mine. But speaking of creepy faces, I want to talk to you about my little clay guys and tell you what the story was. Now, when I was making my little clay pumpkins, I was concerned that this would happen. And because I'm putting a thing that shrinks, clay will shrink about 10 to 20%, depends on how much moisture was in it. This one, the clay, when I put my whole video together, you like the idea of the brain? Oh yeah, you like the brain idea? I'm just kind of jumping over here. So when I was doing the clay, I was doing my clay, I was soaking it because it was drying out. So it's not very easy to work with. So the first one I made was, I remember now, was it this one? Yeah, no, yeah, it was this one. So the first one I made was this one, and he was very thick. So when he dried, he did pretty good. I mean, he did get one crack, and you can still see it. And I'm see if I can hold it up where you can see that crack running through him. I didn't do a good job patching that crack because he dried a lot faster than I thought he would. And when I was repairing them, well, him, I didn't have much clay left when I got to him. Didn't know I was going to need that much clay. And then the last one I did was this one. So it's kind of the story of that was too hard, and then I added too much water. So this one got too wet, and then by the time that clay is sort of dried out some, he was just right. He got a couple of little cracks only because he was thin in some areas. But that was okay because then I knew I needed to go back in and put some clay over that. Now this is not like potter's clay at all. You can add clay to it. But getting back to just pottery in general and doing hand building and stuff, I should have, if I thought about it, put some plastic on them to let them do a slow dry. But I didn't. I was like, just leave them in there. Let whatever happens, happens. Now, I guess I should have read up on how to use this because I threw the container away. And yeah, he's got a crack coming, like in his back right there. I don't know if you can see it from there. I could probably fix that with just by wetting it again and letting it kind of seal itself. I may hit these with Mod Podge before I paint them, because I know what's going to happen. They're just going to suck up that paint like crazy. But like this one that's really, is it this one? Yeah, really rough. One thing you can do is you just wet your finger. It's kind of fun to work with, you know, and I got water this time. And you just smooth them out. I mean, that's why they look a lot smoother than they originally did. Did I post a picture? No, I didn't. I had posted a picture like on Instagram and Facebook, but I don't think I posted on here. So anyway, you can come back in. They're really rough when you're making them, and then you can come back in and smooth them out some. So we'll let these dry. But yeah, I think I may have to do some Mod Podge. So I'm looking at my stuff, and I said, okay, I want to use Mod Podge today. This is all I have of Mod Podge. I had a big container. Where's it's gloss? I don't want to use gloss. Ugh, crazy. One of my little projects was making a little bitty, crazy looking little guys, and I thought at first they were kind of cute and they're a very colorful way, but it's just not me. I'm not digging it. They're getting a little wash. They're getting a little dirty wash today. And then I had this little pumpkin, and he's so cute, and I don't need him. I don't know, I could just throw him in a, you know, good Rolling Hills pile. But then I thought, he's really a good size for my little witches. And by the way, oh, Glenda, I did the cutest thing today. I just waked you up. Okay, so I had those two witches that are kind of in pumpkins. And then I had this jack-o'-lantern like candle holder that was ceramic or something. Hang on a second. I need to turn my volume off. I keep hearing myself talk over here. I don't think volume really goes all the way down. Yeah. Okay, it sounds better. Or it doesn't sound better. So anyway, I had this one little ceramic jack-o'-lantern. Well, I had, you know, the two witches in pumpkins, and I had that other witch with the long legs, and she's kind of little, and she has long skinny legs. She's just adorable. She's kind of an ornament looking one. Yeah, I stuffed her down inside the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern. You know, shoved her down in there, and that way she is in the jack. So I have three now pumpkins. It didn't hurt her. I did not hurt her. I really didn't. I just threw her in there. Speaking of paper mache, whatever paper, what we were talking about, Mod Podge. So this is getting back to him. There's another project for the day. So you want to stick around. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be some fun stuff going on today. This guy. Okay, so now I don't know if you can really see him the other day because he in my video because he the lighting, and I've worked so hard on my lighting today. So yeah, he's some creepy. I wish I knew what colors I used for this. And by the way, let me tell you a bit about my glasses. I was in the play, Arsenic and Old Lace, loved it, it was great, I brag about it all the time, but oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And one of those little ladies. But I needed some glasses, and I need glasses, and I found these glasses at Rolling Hills, and they're gold filled, or whatever, you know what I mean, they're gold, they're not gold, I don't know, they're called gold filled, whatever that means. So they're good, and they are, it's just the cutest thing. They're purple and green around, purple and yellow around which was adorable. I don't even see them. I did close up. But when I had them done, I had nothing put on them. So that's why they have such a bad glare. But I needed something I could also work with in my studio that I can put another. Okay, so I've got my glasses because I can't see. But then I was having trouble going from taking my glasses off and putting my glasses on. So I needed something small. Talk about things working out. So these are small enough that they kind of fit inside here without as much trouble as my bigger glasses. So that was another good thing about them. And then the third good thing about these adorable little glasses is that, and why I didn't put in kind of film, you know, like I have something like turn into sunglasses. I have the no glare coatings and all that, is because I had put both of those on one pair of glasses one time. And I was spraying Mr. Super Clear, and the wind blew it into my glasses because some goofy person wasn't wearing protective eyewear and ruined my glasses. So that wasn't that cool. So where we at? We are like dolls. Ever tried to spray a bottle with water? No, that is what you do. No, so yes, I do. That is like a pottery thing. You know, that's what I would have done had I thought about it. But I didn't because I didn't know how this was going to work. And this is not really pottery clay, you know what I mean? But yeah, it dried too fast. But yeah, that's what we would do. We would spray and let it slow dry, and then it wouldn't crack. But this sucker, oh my gosh, he like split wide open. It's like, I'm sorry, but he was pretty wet. So, probably wet. No, while I'm talking about this little guy, got him on my list of to-dos today, and it's all balled up down below me. So I had some wings. I said, this guy needs to be a big mummified fairy. but my wings are kind of small. But I like these wings. I got to use them for something. And they looked like this when I got them. They were ripped to shreds. Oh, no, because they came on a doll. They came on a doll that was so nasty. So completely nasty. And these were the wings on the porcelain doll. And I kept the wings. I kept the doll. I painted her. But, yeah, that's nasty. But, I was like, nah, I don't think you can take off. So that's not going to work. But, hey, I am always looking for something. Got these at Rolling Hills. This is the $2, whatever you get it, wall decor. And I thought, okay, yeah, I'm pop those wings off and put them on him. But I don't even like that. Yeah, I don't think it's proportioned. Do you think I think that looks weird. Are you talking about me being excited? I'm always excited when I'm in my studio. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much. So the green ones. The green ones I think are cool color. But wait. Because I'm sitting there going like, I bought these like last year or something, some weird time, at Rolling Hills. And then this happened. I think I showed these. Did I show these in one of my videos where I got them? Yeah, I love these wings. These wings are amazing. Check those out. That's him, right? Look at him in the picture, Jared. Yeah, everything's backwards. Yes, those are the wings. These are his wings. Hey, and he just jumped a crazy bunch of people now. Hey, no, you're good because we're just getting excited. I was just talking about some of the things that I'm going to be doing. And the crazy thing is my giant dead fairy. The giant one. Only one because I only have one pair of wings. So yeah, this is more disassembly going on here. How you going to cut that little sucker apart? I think it's going to come apart. So here's my dilemma. And in black. So that's one thing I was kind of worried about. Because he is not. How do I want to do this? Because I have another skeleton. Sitting right here. Somewhere. Oh, it's missing a leg. It just fell off. I can put it back on. So I have this one. That I could just totally redo. A whole new thing. So what do y'all think? Should I make... I'm definitely going to rip the wings, though. I'm going to do that. So one thought was this. This, with another new skeleton, paint the skeleton black, and then kind of brighten it up from there. Like, everybody starts with basic black, and then I'll just start, like, highlighting it to kind of bring it out to the lighter color altogether. Or, I could take... Oops, and I know I have some here. I should shove everything below me. I could take some tissue and do the same kind of mummified effect on these, and those would definitely brighten that up from the back. Let's do it from the back. If I wanted to go that route, but then you would lose some of that ethereal look. So, waiting for anybody has some great ideas on this one. So let me know, because that is gonna. I don't know. I'm liking the black, but if I do the black on black, I probably need to go spray paint him with black. Like the plastic paint, the kind that sticks to plastic. So anyway, that kind of thing. Oh, it's a good thing I have this. So this was my cute one, wanting to be cute, and I'm going to take it to a whole nother level. I can't take the cute. So they're already kind of pre-oranged, which is good, and it's kind of nice because I can just kind of come in and sketch on some faces where that nose was. So wherever the nose was, I can just kind of get rid of that. Oh, sandpaper. How do I not have sandpaper sitting over here? I have I do. See? Got it all. Let's see. What are we doing today? Let's see. Blacks and painting out. Well, now we've got everybody. It's going to look amazing. I like the ombre effect, black and gray. Okay, I mean, that would be if I did the really, really dark, go from there up and do some highlighting and things like to bring you back up to brighten it up. I think it'd be kind of, okay, so let's see. Paint the black, add a porcelain doll, and make a black angel doll. Only reason I was going to save that for, that's wings. If you have not seen my bride, it looked great on that doll, but I don't want to do that with her. I don't know. Yeah. I did think of definitely thought about these going on a doll. My other ones are actually kind of small. I don't have a doll that fits that. I don't know. These are pretty cool. So just scrap the whole skeleton idea. I can do that as well and put him on a doll. Hey, hang on a second. I got a boy, but my boy. And when I love him, he's so cute. This was your idea, make him sad, and it was hard because his face was he had that happy face to really go in and make that work. Oh, doing it again. Look at that. He looks like a little old man. Look how sad he looks. Oh, it's just, I can't believe it actually worked. Pretend it's a girl just for a second. Let's gonna get this in a minute. Oh, backwards. That's what's wrong. You need to be some glitz, man. Come on. Shoop. Yeah, so there's that. I like that proportion a lot. It's kind of heavy. Oh, got some good stuff going. Paint black. Okay, now, why don't you make the skeleton black, and then use some effects, paint, reflected that might like a little bit of blue, and I like the dragonfly paint, or sure, paint the folk art, yeah. Now, when you said dragonfly, my brain just goes somewhere else. Talking about, I don't know if you got my email today, Annie. I just exploded again. Yeah, I kind of am digging the idea all of a sudden that skeleton needs to be a dragonfly. I can make wings. I mean, they're just pantyhose and wire. Come on. I mean, how hard can that be? Oh, for me, probably a thing. But I also have the shrink wrap, and I can make shrink wrap wings. I think I like the idea of I don't know why you said dragonfly. Why you say dragonfly? Was it a paint? It's a paint. Oh my goodness. I like this. I'm one leg. I think I like it with dragonfly wings. Now that I think about it, I think that would look even better. Or my other one, my mummified one. Because I can do that with tissue. Oh my goodness. I know what's happening now. I'm going to do wings out of tissue and wire, dragonfly style. I know what it's going to do. Okay, we got skeleton, those large wings, make them look like he has. Oh, I do like the death moth wings. Yeah, those are pretty good. It's a great facial. He does. He came out so precious. Aww. Sometimes they're just their little faces. They were there all along. I just had to kind of pull them out, you know. That story, that crazy story. So my little guy here, he is a okay. I got y'all here, so I can get your opinion on this. Go back to this one real quick. You can see he has shiny eyes. Can you see his eyes? I'm trying to get the light to glint. You can tell they're shiny, right? Yeah, sort of, no, kind of, maybe. A little bit. So I had to paint his eyes brown because they were blue. And I did try to get the eyes out. And because of this kind of head, you can't get in there and get those eyes. And they are glued on so bad. So much glue. I could not get them out. So I painted them. And they're very brown. But he has a lot of black, too. And I wanted his eyes to be really dark. Because when I looked at the picture... Yeah, I know. The Dragonfly paint by Folk Art is amazing. I will check that out. But isn't that weird? Because when I saw that word, I thought, wow, that would make a good dragonfly. Because, you know, I've got the fairies, and they're kind of butterfly fairies. I think it needs to be a dragonfly. I'm sorry. I need to do that. Sorry, you see. Yeah, lighting. Okay, because he has very flat eyes. Because they don't have the clear, and they don't have the gloss in them. This is what I use right here. If anybody wanted to ever know, it's diamond glaze. That's what I put in my eyes to give them that shine. And I love that stuff. It's great. But now this guy, he's dead, obviously. He's back from the dead. Should he have glassy eyes? And like, I actually put some stuff on his mouth, and then I didn't like it it's still on there a little bit. And should he have a mouth that's wet? Love the Dorothy. Thank you. Hello, Lauren. Oh, she's my new person. I just subscribed to her. She just came in to visit. Hey. Oh my goodness. I love her video. She has got some personality. She and Annie, and she knows Annie. You know what I'm talking about. That is a bunch of crazy witches right there. Just saying. You just wait. You just wait. Because when my videos start coming out. Yeah. Okay, so I love how you did face like you. Now, this one, it's supposed to look like Gage from Pet Cemetery. And we're still working on the hair, but he has to have, has a thing on his head, which I thought so I had kind of a wig thing, because the wigs will not stick on that, so. Yeah, so what do y'all think? You think the glassy eyes? Okay. So we're on the thing, glassy or flat eyes. The first dolls I did flat eyes because I thought, well, they're ghosts. They don't have shiny eyes. But I look better with glassy eyes. But being that he is kind of, you know. But anyway, I love this color hair. And this is the hair. I'm just going to make his wig out of this. And I know it looks kind of crazy because he's going to have to get a haircut. I know it's a lot of good hair. So what I do with my leftover hair, if I trim it like that, I stick it in a cinder jar. And you can felt it. So it's like, there's no trash. All recycle it all. So that's his story. He just needs some shiny eyes. And, wait, what's I working on? So wherever y'all were when you came in. Oh, and here's my other poor little guy just sitting here, just like you took my head off and you just set me here. This is supposed to be Gage without the ugly face. Is a sweet face because he has a sweet face sometimes because he tries to play that, you know, I'm sweet and innocent look. I have a plan. Back to that. I'm sorry. So I have to make him a wig. So what I'm gonna do is, and it'll come off because I don't want to necessarily glue the wig on. It'll fit him good, so you can pull it out because I want it to come off. Because I want to include the scratch that kind of comes the split in his head, like all stitched up. Because I'm gross. I'm just a little bit gross. A little crazy. That's not nice. That's just not nice at all. I was thinking about it. I thought it was fun. So I love pumpkin paint. So I might just sit on this little cutie. So we paint over the eyes and start from scratch. You have to work with it. Wait, what? Classy eyes. So you like, so do you completely paint over the eyes? No, I typically like the doll's eyes. I have a drawer. 1 second. I'm going to run over this. First of all, let's talk about doll eyes. I have, can you see that? Yeah, this is full of doll eyes, isn't it? Yeah, a bunch of different sized doll eyes. Please come all the way out. I haven't messed with you in a while. This is my random doll eyes right here. I have a lot of eyes. So I can change their color, and a lot of times they're just really hard to get out. They're glued in with something crazy, and that will not come out. So, I mean, I've taken hammers and a dowel, use a dowel, and I hammer their eyes out, but it's hard. It doesn't always work. But yeah, so sometimes I change their eyes, but I have about 100 dolls. So whatever eyes I want, I pretty much find the doll with the color eyes that I want. Getting back to CrEePiNg. I don't know where to start. Oh, wait, one more thing. This little guy right here. And I said I was going to make it look a little bit less, it's going to be cartoony when I get through with it. But I wanted the yellow eyes, and the ghosts are really kind of nasty. So I didn't like those. I would never dream I would have bought a tree like this until I bought one. And I love it. Because I found all these, I found all these sweet little ornaments. And that's kind of what got me to buy this. Is like the ornaments that are, these were not part of the tree. They were separate purchase, but I got them at the same place. But yeah, they're so cute. Look at these, very deep. Whoa, I got to learn how to do this. Little detailed guys. But the ones that came with it are just really bad. They're just kind of goofy, like this. Hang on. I'm going to turn you around. There it is. That's just really bad. So that's what came with them. And then some of them are like really, I don't know, maybe if I get bored, I'll repaint them really fancy, you know, like I care. Let's see, Glenda Frost share lots of eyes. Oh, I gotta find some really. Oh yeah, the stitching on. Yes, I think. See, I think they have the scar on the. You know, like it's where they sewed it back together and didn't do a good job because it wouldn't show. So I have not read the book in years, and I talked about this before. Why does he have different color hair when he does the next scene? You know, when he comes back from the dead. I think it's because he's supposed to have on a wig because they shaved all his hair off because of the. I don't know why he would have a wig on. So I wonder if it's in the book. So if anybody's read Pet Sematary lately, let me know what that's about. I do need to listen to it again. I may as well. While I'm working on my dolls. So yeah, I think, the whole story behind that, to catch some people up and you haven't seen the video, is someone wanted me to do one. And I usually don't do like customs because they're like, oh, they're so scary. You want people to be happy. You know, it's one thing if you do something and they're happy with it, but when you're like doing something for them, you're like, oh, I hope they like this. I don't like that feeling. I just like to just do what I do. But I did enjoy doing this. I said, you know what, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll try it. So I didn't have blue velvet, and it's, I didn't want to have to go out and buy velvet. I thought I'd be farther along than I am right now. Those little things to hang. Yeah, you see them? I'm just trying to get the ones that are below on here. Yeah, and you have to, when you do get one of these, and this one's a hot mess right now, you kind of have to get the pencil out and start rewrapping everything because it gets really bad. I'm a little bit worried that some of this paint won't come off. So if you joined me late and you didn't see the skull story, yeah, I'm a dentist in my spare time. I do dental work here. My skeleton was missing teeth. Actually, I have 2 skeletons that are missing. Oh, that's standing off, so that's gonna really look nice. Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah, so I have a theory about what my ghost, my little jack-o'-lanterns and all are supposed to look like. I think ghosts should have black eyes and mouths, and jack-o'-lanterns should have yellow. That's what I think. Oh, let's see. I have appreciation for those. Okay, I am in love with that decoration. Oh, are you talking about the tree? It's almost a little bit behind. Oh, you know which one's my favorite though? Wait, hang on. I do like the pumpkin. The pumpkin's really good. It just happens to be here handy. I could put it off already. I mean, some of these are so sweetly detailed. I love the keys. They look like bowling pins. So folk art. They're so cute. And yeah, and then there's like a hat, and then there's there's like these little bitty ones I got from somewhere else. They don't really go. They're not really showing. But the back, I mean, come on, people, try a little harder, please. Yeah, so I want my ghost to be a little more shading going on, and I definitely need some yellow, need some shading on those leaves. It's just going to turn into a really big project. So my husband and he has a GoPro. My husband loves those gadgets. God love him. And I said, can I borrow it? But I don't feel confident with it right now that I can set it up and try to work both of the cameras and all that just yet. I'm not ready to go there. All right, now here's where we get into a problem. You have some choices when you're painting on porcelain. One is to put something on it first and paint it, and that way you kind of feel like it's going to stick. So I'm fixing to do a bad no-no and just paint right on it and then throw some. I usually prime it. I do, and I have stuff sitting right there to do it. It's just, I spend that time. No, it's not that big of a. Wasn't supposed to be a big deal. I think my yellow's a little dark. I'll try it anyway. I just wanted to touch this up. That's my problem, though. If you saw my little pumpkin head guy, it's just a little thing, just a little touch up. No, I spend hours on them because that's how I do things. Spend hours working on them. So we have, yeah, I have a lot of projects coming up for folk art and good name on it. I like folk art. So oh, I've got a big old brush for that. So today, please try to catch my video. I do something that I haven't done in years, and it's kind of sad when I was putting it, trying to make this, repainting this sign that I've had over my studio all these years. And yeah, I haven't run. Oh, hey, you know what? Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for watching the replay. I appreciate that too. I love it. Thank you so much. And what I'm doing right now is I'm avoiding my good brushes. I don't want to get a good brush out for this. So I was doing some hand lettering, which I haven't done in years, so many years. I hate lettering. I hate doing it. But when I was in college, and I didn't mention this in the video, we didn't have computers. And we had to do a lot of hand stuff. You had to learn how to hand letter. I mean, there were just things you just had to learn. Because if you had to draw some kind of a mock-up or something, you know, you need to kind of know what you were doing. So there was that. But yeah, I think that putting the yellow on these eyes is definitely, oh man, this is really good. I like this brush. I need a little bitty brush. I am just not making it with these brushes today. So I have a thing of new brushes. I really love them. I hate it when I have to go through and use them on goofy stuff. Trying to save them for the nice stuff. Do I do nice stuff? My tabletop is so nasty. It has got paint and glue. And it's like layered. It's turning into like, is that a stalagmite? It's the stalagmites that come, yeah, because they might reach the ceiling. The stalactites are the ones that hang tight to the ceiling. So I have a bunch of little stalagmites forming below me. Yeah, this paint, for example, is going to be a problem. I should have started with white. Yeah, but I think that's going to be cute. Just a little bit of love on those eyes. Just what it is. I'm going to be rattling this thing around. But you know what? While I've got paint, I want to do this. Something about hitting this. I'm going to see how it works on the pumpkins as far as how much it soaks in. The first try of getting it on there. And I'm getting close. Yeah, it sinks in pretty fast. You can barely see that. I'll let it sit there for a minute, see what's left, and after it dries, it just completely disappears. So yeah, my paint, getting back to paint, this is Delta Ceramic Coat from, who knows? Look at the labels. Look how old this paint is. If you know, if you're familiar, do you use, and you still up, do you use ceramic coat? If you do, or anybody, hey, Marta's here. So is anybody using ceramic coat can tell me how old that bottle is, because they have seen this bottle now for about 10 years. I didn't realize how much paint I'd actually brought over. It's 20 years old. I have paint that is that old. And it's, you know what, it's still working. I'm going to use it. I am not. Gosh, but this is a very thin paint. This is why I do like a good paint in a tube, because it tends to be a heavier body, and it is just not showing. Don't follow. What is going on? Oh, I am not loving how that thin that is. I'll show you what's going on. It's going to take a couple coats of paint. We're going to experiment with that eyeball first. But while I'm at it, well, I got my yellow out. I'm going to draw me some eyes. So what I want to do is take my charcoal pencil, which is somewhere right here, because I was just using it. Oh, there it is. And just draw a face. And you know, if I draw a face, I don't know. I don't know what I keep doing, but they always end up looking creepy. I don't know what that's about. So tell me this. Who likes triangle eyes on one? Let's see. I have a different one's folk art. No, seriously, I have folk art in here as well. And it's very old. Let's see what I got in handy. That's apple barrel. That looks, you know what? This one looks old. I think I've had this forever. Look at how cracked up it is. So, if it's still working, if it isn't, maybe it lost its chemical composition. I don't know. Oh, I love me some charcoal. Scratching. Love that scratchy sound. That's the sound of an artist at work. That's what I always say. You hear me scratching on charcoal, you know I'm working. I should have sent this off. I like the way that's kind of like distorting everything. So I'm not worried because of what I'm doing with this. I'm drawing it in charcoal. Okay, will you ask the question? Charcoal. Oh wait. The question is, on a jack-o'-lantern, do you like when you carve one? Do you do round eyes or triangular eyes? And do you like teeth? And I'm just doing teeth all over the place. This guy's going to be kind of goofy, but fun. Yeah. So on this guy, I'm not giving him, maybe I will. No, I'm not giving him jagged teeth, but I do want to. Because, you know, I like those jagged teeth. And that's the other thing. You like square teeth, jagged teeth. And would you just go over there somewhere while you're drawing? Oh, no, eyes. It's all about the eyes. I'm doing triangles, but I'm going to do them at a weird angle to see how that looks. Ah, that lovely sound. So what I like about using charcoal and then painting over it, it mixes. It will mix on the wood, and you get this really cool effect. Depending on the shape of the pumpkin, it just you do okay. So I do triangle and teeth. They're definitely do the teeth. So when you kind of paint it with, it will kind of blend in. I got the worst brushes. I could find for this. I have my cheap brushes, and they're cheap brushes. So my, when I teach art, I do this little thing called the care and feeding. I put like a poster up, or I put it on the board or whatever. This is a care and feeding of brushes. And the kids always go, care and feeding? I said, yes, you must treat them like they're special because they're special. But it is about, you know, how to take care of your brushes, and has all the rules on how to, not that they ever do it, ever. Oh my goodness. I said, one day when you have brushes of your own, you just wait. So yeah. they are hard on the stuff. So you don't want to buy anything good, you know. Here's a good example. All right, so you see how my charcoal's kind of blending in right there. I just love it when it does that. Gives it kind of a weird depth. All right, depending on shape of the pans, you think, oh, wait, catch up. Whole box and die. Wait, what? Whole box and dice. What did I just miss? Did I miss a conversation somewhere? That my I haven't cut pumpkins in years. I don't like the smell of pumpkins. The pumpkins when you're, and I don't like the smell when they're lit up. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Yeah, so you get this really nasty dark color. You kind of blends it all in. Also, the creepier. It's just like instant creep. So quick and easy. This guy's got to have a big nose compared to everybody else. And then I'll come back when this is, well, actually, I do have to get that off. Dang it. No, so my glue is really showing when I did that. But hang on. I'm sure I have a X-Acto knife because I just had it. Or some kind of knife here. Get that glue off. Excuse me, I removed my fingers. Ugh, why? I wanted a simple There's no such thing as a simple project. No, there's not. There's always a thing. And this is my thing, is that there's glue on my nose, and it is bothering me. And that's not even making me happy. Sand first. I'm not worried that there's stuff everywhere because this thing's fixing to completely redo. Oh, my yellow looks better all of a sudden. Okay, you're going to have to do it. You're just going to have to stay glued. Like I said, it's either going to have to look like this. If I do it quick, that's what you do when you speed through something. Now, I will take so much time on some of the weirdest stuff. Anybody else bad about that? Where are my crafters? Do I have any craft? What is being held for review? Why keeps doing that? Lydia, you're the only one that happens to. I get these messages that says being held for review. Is this from Australia? Huh? All right, so the crafters out there. What did the force? I also saw the 4th of July video. What is that? Like my video? What do you explain that a little bit more? Elaborate. A creative and meditative collaboration. Okay. I just thought of something that because you said the Force, I thought Star Wars. So there was a thing where they took all these different scenes from Star Wars, and that everybody, the video you did with your son, that was May the 4th. Oh, that was May the 4th. Yeah. Okay. So the 4th, that was May the 4th, and that was Marna. Thank you, Marna. That was so much fun. It was this group of people, and they would take just one little scene from Star Wars, and everyone did everything different. I mean, like somebody acted out, someone did animation, but everyone was different. And then they ran it it was amazing. That was such a cool thing. I mean, said that. That's what I thought about. But yes, the May the 4th was great. Yeah, he is a good. He'll do stuff for me like that. He's pretty awesome. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know what, I was thinking, wow, they still got me thinking about, I wonder what the name of that movie was that they did that way, where everybody did the little pieces of it. All right, so now I got some creepy face going. It's just a little darker, a little bit. I don't like this eye, it's too black. I'm going to give some more color. But I definitely want to give them some stripies too. Got to shape them up. I'm sanding first. I found that little piece of sandpaper. Or not. There we go. Well, I guess that's a knot, because I think I knocked it on the floor. Never to be seen again. Oh, I don't want paint. I want charcoal. I think I come with a new face. Oh. Let's see. Round anyway. Let's just go ahead and work with that. I need one big eyes. And a tooth. Oh, you're moving. How's that eye doing? No, getting back in the picture. It's not looking that good. I promise you. That's gonna be some tough stuff to paint on. I may have put a finish on it first. Darn it! I wanted an easy project. So yeah, we're just gonna brighten them up. Let's see. I'm very image, but I love watching others do all their pieces. Oh, I'm a rookie crafter. Oh, you know what? Because at what part of your life, what part in the old crafting thing, it makes you say, "Hey, this isn't working, but I can do this." That's when I don't remember when that happens, but that's what's fun, especially when you have a lot of stuff. So I've kind of had that experience recently. I am really trying to put together a video for some, one of these whatever challenges or collaborations. I don't remember. Oh, it's a challenge. So I'm trying to do that, and I need like 3 or 4 things going on. So one of my little projects was one of my DIY projects that I started on my live show, and I introduced on that one, I should say. But I worked on that thing, and it was like every time I did something with it, it was like, here's my vision of what it's going to be, and then I would just kind of roll with it, because it did not come out as what I thought it would be. But it's kind of cool, though. Oh, is it relaxing? Yeah. I found a button that I can push from now on. Aw. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, okay, so that was the thing. I can turn some now. So I get that glare on my eyes, too. Yeah, we're going to try when my husband's home to just play around with that camera and see what we can do with it and if I can manage it. Because when I am working, I can just do picture in picture, nothing fancy, I tried that before, but on the new program I'm working on, we couldn't do it. I don't know why it would not take my phone. But yeah, I just kind of like it. I mean, that makes it so much easier. I know I overshot my line there, which was not surprising. I love that one problem when I think, wow, I'm making these videos on how I do stuff, I never know how I'm going to do something. It just becomes. That's my weird thing. I just don't know what it's going to be. Kind of like the dolls. They just become. I just find their little faces in there somewhere. Melinda, are you still up? Because I know that, like with your dolls and all, do you do a lot of stuff to change up faces and, how you know what I'm talking about. You know how those faces just kind of come out of nowhere. It's like, I want to do a face. So I was watching, somebody was comparing it was Erica from Little Crafty Kitty. During her live show, she had these 2 dolls that were a Barbie product, they're the Teresas, and their faces were completely different paints. Almost look like totally different dolls. And so I said, yeah, because it's like they have a formula that they follow to paint those eyes. A lot of those faces, I think, now are done on a computerized. So they just hold the heads under something and it sprays like a liquid plastic or something on there. But yeah, you just move those one little fraction of an inch and it's a whole new face. So that is a thing. Just a little bit bigger. I usually think it's just gonna be. Now you know why people do this fast forward. Okay, so you got new eyes. You I can live with. You're kind of cute. You're just a little cute. But when I get through with you, make sure of it. Oh no, I wish I knew what I did with my sandpaper. I just kind of go back to the same boring nose. Yeah, you gotta get some new noses. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do like a skeleton nose. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna do like kind of a pointy thing right here. If I'm gonna do that, it needs to have a skeleton face. Got nothing. I think what a skeleton face looks like. So I will I do like to listen to people who are doing this, but I'm not keeping up with all. I need a person who reads my stuff while I'm doing this. Hang on one second. Let me write down a second. Okay. This so wonderful. Aww, thank you, Glenda. The Jerry is wonderful, isn't she? Thank you for that. Oh, he's turning out cute. Glenda Frosters, I love the eyes. They're like men's. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, so Pat does the faces. He paints, not pencils. Okay, oh, yeah. He has epoxy paints, eyes, everything. He is good. So on my Santas that I do, where I will repaint a porcelain face, I do just paint on them. So that is one of the things I do, just to be different on those, so that they're not the same as all the same as my porcelain. You know, I want a little bit different. So I don't do the charcoal on my Santas. But yeah, I just buy like cheap, yeah, pick them up at thrift stores and all porcelain doll Santas, and I repaint them, and then I redo their clothes, and I add all these cool toys. So I like doing that. I don't like this mouth. Let me figure out my mouth real quick. I am not liking it. I know what's not to like. It's just check on me. I get picky. So yeah, I want, and also while we're at it, you have an Etsy store, right? Melinda, you have an Etsy store that you sell on sewing clay, etc. So, oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna look weird with yellow eyes because it's more of a, I'm trying to make more of a skeleton face on him, but with really bad teeth. But that's okay because I'm a dentist. Yeah, those teeth were fun to carve out. I would say that was a thing I never thought I would do, was make teeth. Oh, speaking of teeth, so if y'all are doing, if y'all seen the dolls that have like the real human teeth, I ordered some. Oh, they're adorable. Yeah. Right to it. I love these teeth. Oh my gosh, they're so creepy and they're so cute, but I have not used them yet. They're the wrong size for him. His mouth is way too big. So he's really a big skull, not much bigger than normal. So tell me the paintage is thin. Sorry about that. So this is just totally, that nose is crazy. I don't want these to be perfect. I do so many things perfect, but let me tell you why try. I will so try to be perfect at doing something imperfectly, and that is not, that's not good. That's just not a good thing. So one thing about working on props and things for the stage, I will do something and somebody go, just let it go. Nobody's gonna see it from the audience. You know, that's like their thing. It's like nobody can see that from the audience. Don't worry about that. You know, don't make that, try to make that so perfect, because whatever. But I said, but the actors do. The actors see it. I want the actors to enjoy it. I don't want them to have just something. I want them to have something cool to use, you know, like the shrunken head and things like that. And I have another prop that I have in a video today that I'm putting out today, so at 6:30. So check it out. But yeah, it does. It matters to me. That's all things do matter. Pumpkin face. Remember that. Okay, see what we got. All right, pumpkin face. Oh, I still got things. I'm just kind of behind here. Etsy shop for dolls and one for the farmhouse decor. Oh, so you did. Oh, well, that's good because sometimes they look kind of weird together, don't they? Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I love the teeth. Wait, what? Supply of teeth? Yes, I do. I have my teeth here. I don't really. I love that artist. We watch every year. I make my students when hey, I just go sub a day. If I have a computer handy, I go and we're in art. If I'm just subbing for, you know, I'll say we're gonna watch this show, and we watch the movie The Maker. If you have not seen the short film The Maker, it is. I love it. It gets me every single time. I will cry. I will tear up. It is so precious. That and The Life of Death. It's like, it's on the list. These are two things we have to watch every single year and talk about it. But I love films and art films, and I love all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's great. I mean, please check that out. I'll be in a link below in the description. But anyway, the little teeth, that's where the teeth come from. I wouldn't want to necessarily do exactly what she did, but it kind of like gives me some ideas. I've got some eyes. I've got some teeth. You know, I do get some ideas, but I want to do my own thing. That's the hard part. I haven't come up with that own thing yet. Come up with the teeth, the eyes, but not the own thing. But her eyes, I now know a little bit more about. They're like the eyes, probably from a Blythe doll. That's what the little eyes remind me of. Dude, done. Somewhat. Not done, but done. I wish I could get that nose off those two. I could not get the nose off. I keep touching my gosh. I got nothing. I wish I had a good face. Oh, wait. Let me see what's going on here. We got a thing going? Nope. And so, new face, new look. Let's see what we do. I gotta do some more triangles. Oh, I just like my triangles. Can't help it. Because there's just things you can do. I'm going to do it kind of crooked and kind of funky like face, you know. Let's see, upside down triangles. How about that? Just to be different. That one's eye. When I look at his maybe a little bit. And give him kind of a sideways smile. And check it. Because, yeah. Oh, well, maybe not. I didn't give him much mouth. That's why I don't know if it's looking right. I gave him a little mouth, and it's not quite working. He's got a few. What are we talking about? We got to talk about some of my, and we need a new topic of conversation. What can we talk about? So, yeah, so the Legos, if you saw the Lego video I did with my son's Legos for that. So I want to, first of all, thank you, Tammy, for not kicking that one off, going, get this off of my channel. But I did minifigs count as dolls, right? I need a ruling here. Minifigs for, you know, Lego minifigs. Those are dolls, kind of. You play with them. You can change out their little bodies and their little heads. It's kind of like a doll. So, yeah, I think it counts. But my son, he is so amazingly, how he can build those things. And to build the stuff that does the stuff. I mean, you know, like an engineer. And I love that show, and I hate that they do not have Lego Masters. I haven't seen it. Do they still have Lego Masters? Has anyone seen that? Same little thing over here. What you did here. Because you just kind of did what you wanted to do. And these will definitely be pumpkins. I can leave them. They're just going to stick magnets on them and stick them on things. Guess maybe put them on a wreath. I do kind of need to do a wreath. I don't really put a wreath out, but on my front door I have a thing that way I hang it on my back door. But I tend to not do a lot of it. I hang other stuff instead of wreaths. And you know what? That needs to be a two. Oh, I'm over there. I'm giving you another two. You don't see anything. It's really ugly. I'm going to leave it wider so that makes more sense. Let's see, a primitive garland within. Okay, yeah, I could do that. You know, everybody is doing a lot of the bead garlands, and I have my wooden beads. I could go do something with them. I should. They're just in a box. That's what I'm using. Let me see what I'm doing with your eye. I'm gonna do something else. Do some more point, and they're not pointy. Or doorknob hanger. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, you know what I have? All right, so talk about just being a crafter and how things like this needs, you know, it just kind of evolve. You think you're going to do one thing and you end up doing something else. But then you got a lot of stuff to kind of, I have that thing and I could do that. Well, one of the things that I had were those banners. It was, you know, the little hangy banner things, you know, that I found at Rolling Hills. And it said, you couldn't tell what it said when I got it. I just saw it was burlap, you know, banners. So I got those, and it said falling in, and there was no love or anything like that. So one said falling, one says in, and the other one says welcome, and another one says home. Anyway, I have all these like things, but I just needed the letters off of it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 of these. I could put these on that banner somehow, because anyway, I took all the letters off because I didn't like what it said. No, it just didn't work for me. Let's just go back to charcoal. All right, so we're gonna have some fun, do some more. I just said do the face first. See how I did that? Now the reason I did the face first was because the stripes. I want to know when to stop. So I don't want to draw a bunch of stripes and have to fix those. But make some really quick and easy stripes going through his face. I do like working with charcoal and paint. It's just my thing. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's fun. You can just get these weird effects that you can't do with one or the other alone. Their own little thing. And how easy was that? Let me make some stripes going up here. Now, so I did that. I'm going to do around his eyes again now. That kind of did that. And I'll come back with my dry brush. And I will really do some distressing on it and kind of give it that look. Maybe come back with something, little highlights here. You know how it goes. It's just one of those. I'm going to make that nose a little different. Now I get to change it some. One thing I do, and this is kind of back to the one that was 3D, the paper mache kind with that, is I like to extend my eyes just a little bit like it's starting to crack. Speaking of cracked, I have a the plastic pumpkins, the foam pumpkins that are hollow on the inside. So people will make their own jack-o'-lanterns out of them. Yeah, mine collapsed. And then it's not looking good. It's really kind of like the face is kind of like curled in on itself. But I'm going to work with that. I'm going to make it look like even creepier. So I saw where someone took I what was I going to do with that guy's name? Anyway, makes all these props and all. Interlink below. But I think he took like a heat gun to those things, and then it makes them look like they are, they're just rotten. I love it. You take the heat gun, and it just makes Linda. He's a beauty. Yeah, so I think he's looking a lot cuter. Yeah, maybe. So that was really cool. But yeah, I couldn't believe that thing just collapsed. And that was 1 year. That was just one summer, whatever. Sitting through a summer up in the attic, kind of ruined it. But I have old pumpkins with the lights in it. They've been around forever. And yeah, they survive every year. But they did fade over time because that sun comes in pretty hot on my front door. And so my lights, all my little pumpkin guys got a little faded over time. That's not the one I want. My brushes. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. I really wish I had an assistant. No, because then they'd hide my stuff. I couldn't find it. I'm not going to ruin a good brush, but I am tempted to right now because I can't find it. Look at all my brushes. Does that have like the place? Oh, wait. It's a big one, though. I don't want a big one. It's going to have to be a big one. I don't want to do with my little one. So I drew. And then I'm just going to come back in and do some shape. Oh, I don't like this brush. Come on, brushes. Appear of no. Oh, here's them. These are my oil painting brushes. I don't oil paint anymore, so may as well. It's not that I don't want to oil paint. It's that I get donated. So yeah, I'm going to oil, because they're bristle. The bristles are so much better to work with. And then you can just come in here and sweep. That does give me an idea, though. Oh, the ideas keep coming. This is lazy. So I learned how to try to toe paint one time. Like I said that, and I understand. It's kind of like the lettering is how you hold your brush and how you put the paint on the brush and all that kind of stuff. I just couldn't get into it. But I do like a good toe painting. I got a couple of things that are toe painted, and they're great. But yeah, that's a skill. That's a mathematical skill. That and just calligraphy in general. Yeah, so I like that. I like that smudgy. But with calligraphy and all that, and then there's a certain way, like you put it on your brush so that you will have, I'm doing a really bad example. Let me get a bigger brush. My very dirty red brush. So you take your brush and you will load up like this side with dark, and the other, like this will be dark, and you'll have a medium color, like your red or whatever color you're using, and then this will be your highlight, and then you just, it's how you stroke your brush to make, and you just hold it a certain way, and you have to practice, and then, but yeah, those people, once they learn it, they can make all those flowers and all those leaves, and it's kind of like somebody icing the cake. To me, it's like the people who can make the roses and all for cakes. Yeah, so I like, oh, sorry. So I like how that comes out. Can you see that the smokier side versus the drawn side on this side? So this is the smoochy smudge side. I'm kind of digging how that works. It's pretty easy. It's just me not having a plan. Just sitting here talking about stuff. Okay, I love that. I love the skeleton. Oh my goodness. That's one of my favorite pictures. I have a 2-story fireplace, chimney outside. Oh yeah, they need to climb in it for sure. But then where are they gonna go? My dining room? I guess they can come up to my dining room. I would love those. And we have one. We have only one of the skeletons. And I'm telling you, where do you put them? Oh, thank you. Oh, Pat. Oh, really? Oh, my. Now, see, calligraphy is a very mathematical. I mean, that's all I can say. It's all about, you have to train your brain to do this thing over and over and over again. And it's not easy. I don't think everybody can do it. Like me. I can't really do it. It's kind of messy. No, you have to practice at it. But when you do, it's awesome. It is amazing, because once you learn how to do it, I think you kind of get it back. It's like me with the lettering on that. I'm like, this is so bad. But it's just because I'm so out of practice. But yeah, I got tired of practicing doing this stuff. But yeah, it's like everything else, it just becomes second nature. It's like me smudging everything right here. So it'd be cute if I could get to I could actually I could do pastels on this. Now that it's painted, it will hold pastel. And that could be cute. But now again, what did you want to do with this again? Spend all day on it? Yeah. I know. I want to do other things. I'm going to get one kind of done to show you what my plan is. And then I'll post finished pictures in my community. Oh, by the way, I took pictures of my stuff I need to post from my Madonnas and all that I had that were so small you couldn't really see them. I need to post those, so be looking for those things. Oh, and let's see, I always love drawing. I do love drawing with charcoal. I'm telling you something. The minute you hand a piece of charcoal to an art student, a young person, I don't care. I think every year they do this. They're like, it's so nasty. But when they start drawing with it, their eyes just, oh, this is amazing. It's the shading and just the effects you get from it. They love it. They always love it. But, parents really don't think to buy their kids charcoal because it is very messy and it gets on everything. And, it's just chalk. It's like micro glitter. I love it. I love just the whole idea. You add and subtract, you just add your darks and they get too much. You just take a little bit away. And it all kind of comes out. It's like carving. I always tell them it's kind of like sculpting. You kind of sculpt with your charcoal. So you've got a really black stripe down your face now, don't you, dude? Fix you up. I think you got a little bit too much black on. Let's add more. Yeah, it's way too much. Your makeup's all messed up. That I do. I like it. Oh, that looks so good too. So yeah, okay. For example, I kind of overdrew it. No, you're not really seeing as well as I do. But then to come back and like clean up those lines, and they're just smooth and nice. Get that nose kind of tighten you up some. But yeah, this is just a little fun thing to do. Go get you some more wooden things. You see how easy it was. It's just get your charcoal, everybody. So many uses. So many uses. But you definitely need the brush. I love the brush because that to me makes it really good. What age group? Okay, so when I taught in my home, I've taught every age. I taught uh, students who were like grade school students, and they were homeschool students. Well, then one year I just taught like the whole homeschool group. I taught them one year, and then I was just teaching private classes to kids who homeschool. That and then I mean, my degree's in art education, amongst other 3 degrees, but my I really love teaching at home. I just love that. So I started subbing when my son was older. My youngest one was a little bit older. I said, "Oh, I think I'll start doing that." Because someone told me you need to go sub for this art teacher. They told me the story. Her daughter was um, just needed to be go to the doctor and figure out what was wrong. So she was missing some school and all that and needed a good art sub. So I said, "Oh, I'll do that." Well, then I talked to the high school teacher who was a college professor when I was in tech and said, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm subbing, so if you ever need an art sub." So I started subbing high school. So I went from, subbing elementary school to high school. Like in a week, I could do all that. Well, then that's all I wanted to do was just hang out, sub. It was just fun because my studio turned into a big mess. And it was just something to get me out. I had to have my kids to school anyway. I was be out doing something else. Yeah, and I loved it. I got to know so many kids in the community. It just was a nice experience. I did it for love, not for money, because I don't pay so much. But yeah, all ages. But really, I taught adult classes at a art gallery. I taught adult classes in my house, and just done a lot of that. But what I've done for the past 3 or 4 years, well, you really can't count 2020. But I did start out that year. I did long-term subs for gifted and talented, and so I love doing that. That was a lot of fun. And I've done, like I said, I really signed up to sort of just teach gifted and talented, but I kind of got Shanghai. No, I got calls all the time like, "You need to come teach this." So I taught elementary, and I did, and then I just started just subbing whatever. But now I like my art. I just rather sub art. That's what I wanted to do, and so I kind of got, I just want to do art now. But now I'm not teaching. I just can't. I just don't have it. Well, it's not that I love it. I love it. I want to do it. It's the I don't do well with the mask. Why I had to do a live show today? I didn't tell you all this, did I? Yeah. So I was having asthma attacks today. I was running around just doing stuff around my house, but I started having an asthma attack, and I was like, I did my inhaler, did all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm just run down, and that's why I'm a little bit hyper, by the way. I don't know what's in that stuff, but it does have a little bit of a stimulant in it. So I'm so excited. It's because of that. No, I was really suffering. So finally, I just knew I just need to sit down for a while and like breathe for a while and quit moving so much and let that kind of settle. All right, so once I get in here, guys, I will spend 2 hours. How long have we been doing this? I will spend hours doing this. What time is it? Oh, yeah, we're well over. Well over. Because that's how we roll. And what have I accomplished? Nothing. I worked on this. I worked on this guy. I kind of got things kind of started. But yeah, time flies in the studio. When did you start doing it? 2017, right? I think 2017. Yeah. And that just started with a clown. I did a clown first. And then I did a creepy one. Like, really creepy. She was gross. I'm just like, I can't believe I did that. And I have never done one like the creepy one since. But it was fun. I made like glue gun to make, like guts and all that. I just went all out. I said, I'm just going to do a creepy one. But my first clown was precious. And I did end up selling it to a guy in California. But after he was really little and I didn't do a lot with him. I mean, so I got a good price for him just because I did so little on him. But now that I do a lot with them, with their clothes, all I did with him was paint his face and stained his clothes and sold it for $25. And he was little. He's just a little bitty one. So after that, I was like, I can do this. This is kind of fun. And then I got into doing better dolls. My dolls were prettier. I got a little bit more artsy with them. And less, what do you call it? Less commercial, maybe. It wasn't about selling them. It was about making them and that they existed in the world, you know, and that I did them. Isn't that weird? That's a weird thing to say. So it really wasn't about me making a whole lot of money at it, but I did feel like, oh, I better make something at it because I am spending a lot of time on these babies. I should be doing something else probably. I don't know. I can get caught up in these things, and it's just a silly little thing. It's nothing, but I do. Like it's bugging me. Your eyes aren't bright enough. They need to be brighter. But y'all, this has been fun, and I know, man, we have killed some time today. But I'm going to be working, and y'all can. How long should we run this? 2 hours? What do you think, Edwin? You in for 2 hours? If y'all leave, somebody else will show up, right? Because it is a thing. But that's just, I think this is a good lesson. This is how much time you will get in here. I already spend a lot of time in your studios. And this isn't counting me being in here just getting some stuff together. I think you need some brightening up. And I shouldn't be using that for paint. I should be getting a little bit thicker paint for this. Some of the paint that's drying on the edge, you know what dimension right there. And I brightened him up a little bit. Yeah, so I put these glasses on so I can go spray everything when I'm done. I was looking at my sprays, I went, wow, I have a lot of gloss. Why do I have so much gloss? I hate gloss. This never works out right. I didn't even think about doing his top of his head, his stem. I need to do a stem. I'm gonna have to get something to do it with. What do I have? These browns. I want black, but I want black. Oh, Edwin, I'm so glad you're on here. I want to show you something real quick. All right, so what's Glenda doing? Glenda, get Jerry's got she traveled over because she made it too. I'm so proud. Talk about redoing art. So this is a student, I think it was a student at Tech. It's one of my thrifted finds. By D. Lowry is the person who did it. On the back it said Diathesis Series Algae 2002 Mixed Media 8x10. I really love this, but look what's happened to it. Do you see how scuffed up it is? I know I had things to do, and now I'm too lazy to do. Oh man, I need some ice cream for sure. I love me some ice cream. Okay, yeah, just got a Dollar Tree nearby. I hope some ice cream. But I see it's chipped up. So what this artist did is took probably because it's really chalky. I think this is stuff that you would put on your, like I did like my Santa beards, you know, it's like a wall texture. This is like on canvas, and it's weird because you would think it would have cracked. But whatever they use has just chipped away. So what would you, there's my options. I want you to see how the colors in that. Can you see the color? There's not much. There's some greens in there. Greens, blacks, a little bit of browns, but I got to do something. So what would you do to touch this? I'm not doing oil. I'm just going to do acrylics on it. I kind of feel like it's acrylic in a way, but it's probably oil. But I do want to touch it up. I was just thinking black. You think just doing that with black and just go ahead and making that white disappear would help? Or do you think I should just go ahead and have some fun and put some gold or some copper or something like that on it? So think about that and tell me what you think needs to happen with this. Because, I mean, I like the colors. It's a cool painting to kind of set, and it just kind of breaks up because I have a lot of prints. I've got a lot of stuff going on, you know, this going on, and that's just a block of really cool color. And I like it. Oh, I have a brown. I found a brown. It's metallic. Yeah, like copper? Like, no, I don't think I'd use that one. But one thing I did think of doing, I had this big OT. So wait a second. I can paint it like black so it's not real obvious. But yeah, and just stick it on there. And with that, because it's just muted. No, it's ugly. Isn't good. Then it's going to fall into a little bit crafty. Yeah, brown. Oh, that's not brown. A little colorblind. This color here, handy. This color is really cool though. What is it? Candy bar. Oh, you know what? This is the worst brown, actually. It's not candy. Don't be talking chocolate now. It's not really candy bar color. It's like a purpley brown. think that's right. I am going to mix it with my yellow. Kind of make a thing. Here. That bubble. Oh, that's even ugly. It's ugly brown. Did not mix with yellow. Turned really gross. Let's see what we got. Out of the fun with the blend it with the peas. Yep. Gold, copper, metallic. So, oh, you like using all the different colors to touch? That will totally make it my own, though. Oh, it will, but I would probably do that. I do have my whatever is, like, we're talking about old bottles. This has a smidge, just a smidge. And listen, you can tell, it's empty. Of black in it, but I'll still use it. I'm gonna get it. It's in there. I'm gonna use it. Oh, this is horrible. This is the worst colored brown I have ever. Oh no, that looks good. See, it's still black. Still a little bit of love. So I always paint the side. I know. Well, that one does have. No, did you see the sides? It does. It is painted, but it's painted a gold. It's not very complimentary. Oh yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, it probably looked okay. They just chipped up because they used that material. So I bought paintings, 3 paintings at Rolling. I got that at a thrift store. So I got the these 3 paintings, but they were so badly chipped up like that. They used kind of the same stuff, and I covered them with tissue, and then I repainted them, and it was pretty cool. And by covering them, it kept that from chipping anymore. So yeah, I should do that. I should just redo it and enjoy it because it's not being enjoyed right now in my studio. I mean, it's nobody else wanted it. Ended up at a thrift store. Come on. I think I'm going to just do that one. What's it? I wanted to mix my. Mix it up with my browns. Yeah, maybe getting a little too painterly. I'll come back with the black and kind of touch up that stem. But yeah, he's got a brown stem now. So you were just maybe a little touch up here and there. Let's see. Yeah, dude, see, I don't like that mouth being so black. So yeah, man, not so cutesies anymore. But this is the fun part. Putting the stem and all that is definitely fun. I just thought about something. My mom was going to come by, and I don't know if she would think to look for me out in my studio. It's kind of funny. Why wouldn't, if you saw my car was here and you knew I work in my studio sometimes, wouldn't you come look for me out here? So maybe she will. Maybe she'll figure it out. We'll start with just some basic lines on this one. This one's the one that has the big chip in the side of it. Little thing. So what else is good that is going on? Let me see. These are just the chips. Okay. I like the peas. Absolutely. Just the chips. Yeah. I do like them. I don't want to mess it up too much. I use more. You know what? I'm going to tell you. Okay. So on that one, I may have told you this before. So the reason I kind of got out of oil was I had the turpentine and all that kind of stuff. It's just so stinky. I just tired of dealing with it. And because once it gets in your studio, it does not come out. It takes years to get it back out. It just stinks. And now they have terpenoid, and that is a kind of a good product because I don't know the longevity of it though. And does that matter? I mean, I don't think this is going to be some museum piece later on in life, but I do like it better because then you get the experience. The painting with oil is not the same as acrylic by any means because you have so much time to work with it and you do some really cool, there's just stuff you do with oil that you cannot do with acrylics. So that makes it kind of fun and I really want and enjoy it. And so I think if I did it again, yeah, it was because they make the new products that are just so much nicer. It's got some bags under his eyes. You can't see my bags. Yeah. Poor guy. Sleepless nights. Yeah, sometimes I sit here and go, now I better find a good use for this. I'm putting a lot of love into these little guys. They need a job. I always wonder what all these people that just do like show after show after show. And they do. You have to tell me this because I need to know what you're doing. I don't know. But they do these amazing crafts. I mean, they're really cool and they're good. And I'm like, well, now what do you do? What do they do? I mean, are you selling them? You donate them? What happens? So somebody tell me who is a crafter. Whoever watches this, leave me a comment below that says, oh, I do this. Because I would like to know because I don't have space for all my stuff. If I start doing a lot of crafts, I would not be able to do it. All right, so the tone of the colors on oil is, it is. Well, you just, and you can, yeah, it is. I don't know. I think a lot of it is when you start adding your neutrals back into the oils and because you can blend it so nicely and take your really bright colors and neutralize them some. It's just all in the blending then at that point. Where acrylics, you just kind of have to mix everything so you don't get this really nice, I don't know, I can't even describe what that would be called. Mixture. Mixture's good. All right, dude. Let me give you some. I started you out looking kind of weird, and now I'm really good looking weird. Oh, by the way, look back to this guy. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Did pretty good. I can see that yellow. It's popping. So good. That's good to know. Hey, what? I'm mad to paint those guys. So the little, this yellow's good. Let's do this one. This guy's getting some personality here. All right, so I have a couple water-based paintings I bought. The colors are soft and nice. Now, watercolors in me, it's hard because in watercolor, there is a lot of letting it go. That you want, it's not about, it's the representation. I think I've talked about this before, so it's very familiar. I talk to students about it. But yeah, it's more like the representation of something on watercolors where I just can't let it go sometimes. Like, no, I want to look just like a thing. But yeah, a lot of stuff you have to literally learn how to just throw down some color and it looks like a thing, but it just represents a thing. It's that nice. Back to techniques, guys. All these techniques. It takes practice. But I know that, like, I have a painting and it's a watercolor that someone did and they just threw this little like globs stuff down and it's a person in the rain. And you can do that in oil as well. But the same thing is you're looking at it going, it is a person in the rain and it's just a bunch of globs of paint. And that's fantastic. So that is what I noticed a lot of people are able to do with watercolors that I just couldn't wrap my mind around. And I do like doing watercolor as some kind of a wash and little things like that. I tried to do a portrait where I put a lot of color in it. It was hard. Well, you know, I practice at it. It's just practice makes at least better, not better. At least better. Oh, I just love you. You're so cute. Now look how cute that one turned out. He's adorable. So what have you done to me? I had a cute little button nose, and now you've turned me into this creature. Welcome to my studio. I really regret having this paintbrush right now. It's got some wild hairs on it, and it's going to do stuff I don't want it to do. Dab, 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 dab. I just wanted to hit it and get some little bit of light in there. Just a little dark. Yep. I think I'll get big nuts. He's cool. Oh, I just had that nice thing. And then there's that. Okay, so just in that, how long did that take me to do that little charcoal? My brown dried up. So that's what I was like, acrylics, it's flesh over and all that kind of stuff. And you can't, and that's when this completely dried out. I got a lot there. It should have dried so fast. Oh, so what I would do, I will tell you this. This is kind of cute. This is my art class 101 here. One of the small paintings, a sheep, and the other of cattle round. Aw, it's bucolic. Come on, okay. So, at the end of the day, when we were using acrylics, because kids, oh my gosh, they will waste some paints too. Not only they kill your brushes, they'll waste your paint. But God love them. Yeah, that I would say so at the end of the day, they love doing this, and then this became a reason to waste paint. I noticed we would just like make paper, and that's what we called it. We just take all the paint that was left, and we would just like smush it all over and make these really abstract things. Some of them actually came out pretty cool. That the kids took them home and said, "This is art. I'm keeping this. I'm framing this," and they were great. But it did give them. They got to have fun with it at the end, where they didn't feel like everything they'd been working on was very tight, and they weren't learning anything about technique or just letting go. So that doing that at the end of the class for cleanup, would just use that paint, just start slapping it on some paper and see what happens. They really enjoy that. And I ended up with some of that paper because it is a cool paper for collage. Oh, but get back to collage and all, that's good paper. So when I do arts and crafts, I do it for me. Yeah, I know. Usually pick any unwanted art in thrift stores. Tons. But I do canvas. Yeah. Okay, so have you seen the guys, and I know there's more than one, I should maybe girls do it too, I don't know, where they'll take like a painting and it will be like, a nice bucolic scene with little cows and sheep and all that, and then they'll paint like Godzilla in the background. Yeah, I love that thing. Now see, this is the hard part. Can you see what I did? Maybe not. I don't know. How much focus? I don't have a really good, no, you really can't see what I did. Try to sneak in on it. Yeah, do you see I have like some highlights and lowlights in there, lights and darks? So it's actually painted, and then everything else is just raw looking. Not very good. Wow, you are slow. I'm gonna paint my brown first this time, so that I can have. It won't be wet. Okay. Let's get that on there. And by the time I get to the stem, it's gonna be gone. All right. Oh, this person. Yeah, I thought this one was really cute. I think this one's a cute one. Let's see. I don't know, I've never heard of them. He's looking great. Yeah, so yeah, Decor Chapter. What do they call those? And they'll be prints. They'll go buy a print. It doesn't have to be a real painting, and I think that's what it is. It's mostly like a print of and then they'll paint Godzilla in the background or something weird like that, or a ship. One guy did. It was a ship. It was the painting of a ship, and he painted coming out of the water tentacles like a giant squid was attacking him. And I thought that's pretty clever. Yeah, he takes thrifted paintings and he adds the stuff to them, and he's really good. I mean, he does it in this kind of the style of the painting. So if it's very detailed and then those things are really detailed. But okay, let's say from us, I would love Godzilla in background. So someone did another one that had like a bunch of Godzillas. Like, no, wait, no, it was. I was supposed to look at all the Godzillas, but that wasn't it. That was clouds. It was just a bunch of clouds, and then Godzilla was kind of in the clouds. So that was a good one. But T-Rex. They'll have like the T-Rex coming out of the woods. They're great. Oh yeah, once again, things I show my art students. We'll get online and look for that kind of stuff. All right. I think it's very good that they see that stuff. They need to know it's out there. That's some art. I didn't think how that was going to play out, but we'll see. How that stripe going through his eyeball. Yeah, it's okay. I guess it's going to be okay. We'll find out here in a minute. I heard something. I think my dogs would tell me if I had somebody drove up. Wouldn't you think? Yeah, I need a note that goes on my door that says in the studio. How do I not have one after all that? All right, fun art. Okay, so it says, I saw that Jerry Painter adds things, yeah, with the thrifted painting. Brings them. Allah, he does. Makes them worth something. Fun art, it doesn't have to be serious. No, absolutely. So my yeah, so my plans for October, more crafts to do. Well, I don't know. I have a lot of little projects. I do. I have a lot of little fun things I want to do. And but I'm also gonna still be trying to get my house decorated for those. Oh, I'm gonna do. Oh, you know what I'm doing? Vlogtober. So I'm doing Vlogtober, and we're doing like stuff. I think I'm gonna keep the whole Vlogtober vibe going, like hashtags on my other stuff that we're doing. It's I'm trying to stay active during the month of doing this kind of stuff. So I had a one year I did out with the old, where I did a lot of getting rid of stuff during that month, and I just am gonna do another time. So I had this month to do that, and I didn't do it then either. So let's see. I love doing the charcoal with the brush. It's just my thing. It's just fun. Let's see. Anybody likes to put on makeup to figure this stuff out. All right. I just feel like I feel like they all need, I need to come back. I really do. I feel this. I'm feeling it. I'm going to do it on this one. And then we're going to sit in there and go, why did I start this? Because I will never stop. Let me get him done. I just want highlights. The highlights are killing me. And I don't have, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Hang on. In my artist loft, the Mowing Hills. See what we got. I just want yellow. And I have no place to put them because I covered my floor below me with what's going on. Now this could get bad because there's so many cute colors in here. Oh, don't get me started. But I just feel like this needs some highlights. Let me get this one first. Let's see how this looks. Adorbs. It's gonna be adorbs. Block off of that. I'm gonna do a couple of these. I hope y'all can see them. Oh my gosh. Why? Can y'all see that? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, look. Can you see the difference between this one and then the one? Wait. My hands going the right direction. That one does not have it. These two other on the ends. Hang on. Two hands. These two have it. All right. No, these two have it. Wow. It's so hard doing this in reverse. Sorry about that. So a little bit of, and I have it, that's like an orange. So I'm using just a little hint of this color orange. It really brightened it up. Really did. And from what I'm seeing, gave it a little bit more depth. But I also have, oh, I just have so many colors. So stick them in my lap. I've got them penciled up here. Little browns. Now see, this is where it gets bad because I could be out here all day. Maybe a little shading. It's crazy. That's where you learn. That's how you learn. This is how you learn stuff. And then you say, oh, I can use that some other place. All right, and then the highlight up right on the it's right here on my thumb. Okay, let me turn it. Now, can you see a little highlight of yellow popping out right there? These are cute puppies. So what do you think? Let's see. I saw that Jared Painter's ads, and where are we in the conversation? Doesn't have to be serious. He's a cute little. So you like the charcoal? Yeah. So that's all I need is another layer to do, but I would do it. I mean, because I think it would be fun. That eye, brighten that eye out. I see some white in here. Yeah. So see, I could do this all day. They're just little wooden pumpkins. They mean nothing. They're not art. But I would do it because I tell myself I'm learning new skills. Yeah, how to waste your whole day in the studio. Should be doing my this should be Sam's. I should be doing my pretty dolls. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm so digging it. It's right. You see a highlight where my finger is up here. Yeah, it makes a difference, doesn't it? Oh, you're really kind of cute. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah, a lot more depth. So, I don't dare learn how to digital paint because I will I can't imagine what I would spend hours just sitting in digital painting and not on my computer. And that's why I try not to do it because, but if you do digital painting, okay, so let's show the eye. Oh, can you tell? Okay, point to the eye first and then flip it. So this eye, I've just done a lot more with the charcoal. I'm sorry, pastels on it, the soft pastels. His mouth looks unusual shape, but works good. I know he does. He does like one tooth. He has the one tooth for him. Can't help it. Yeah, guys, this is. I wish I could get where you can see everything. I have all my colors in my lap, which is a lot of color. I don't think I'm going to be putting pinks on it, but I am sticking to the general, colors. It's a red on it, see what that does. Oh, it's so cute. Where's my orange? Let me have it in here. So I have them all handy. So working with, oh my gosh, he looks something that's kind of weird going on right here. I need to straighten that out because that tooth is really crooked, and I gotta get that line straightened out. I think he needs some shading in his mouth to get. Stop doing this because you'll never leave. That's my worst thing about at night. Like, I just need to do one little thing before I go to bed. 2 hours later, still doing it. Won't walk out to the studio, whatever you do. Yes, I gave him some shading in his mouth. Just make it a little bit more. You got to, I didn't I? Though? I mean, look at that. It's just a little nothing. It's the doll thing though too. I mean, that's the same thing. They're very plain, Now that one doll I pulled out, that doll's got a great face. Some dolls, I mean, she's a good doll. That's why. Some dolls just have really good faces. That's why I'm like, should I paint her or should I just fix her up? Probably. I don't think she's like an artist doll. I think she's just a whatever doll anyway. But yeah, you just take this thing and you make it another thing that looks like a better thing. All right, does this fall under arts and crafts? Because that is taking me forever to do. At this point, it should be considered fine art. It should be fine art. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing like a huge difference now. This is just, why did you start on this? Is this what you do? Yeah, this is more. To me, I love working with charcoal more than just paint, but I would do the exact same thing with paint. It's just you can't, oil paints. You can't do some of the techniques I'm doing with pastels. I mean, you do it with pastels and oil paints, like the shading, but you cannot do it with dried out, acrylics dry out so fast that you don't get this nice smudgy effect. Trying to give his nose a little bit of dimension, just a little bit. So what are we doing? Okay, so anyway, we have played for hours now. Oh, am I at 2 hours? Oh my goodness. No, we have 7 minutes. And then we'll say 2 hours. That's a good time. That's 2 hours in the studio. It's a good time spent in the studio doing one pumpkin. I didn't even get to this guy. All right, you know I'm doing pumpkins. So while I got you out, I probably need to hit these first with something flat. Get rid of that. Let me see if this will stick. Nope, not even. I really want to get these guys done. So we're not going to use that. Put the charcoal things away. Where's the paint? Oh wow! I was so smart. And then I've got it's about to fall on my lap. Okay. I'm going to try this. You are going to the side for now, because I will spend all day on you if I'm not careful. Wash down water down some of this and see what I can do. I was going to get this done. I didn't think I had too much to do until I get out here and start doing it and get caught up in one little project. But I fit my bill. That's not cute anymore. It's more creepy than cute. No, it's just like we have a life. We need to move on, don't we? Let's see. Yes, you start with blank slate and blend it process. No sweet open. And then, yeah, no, people do live streams like all, like 24/7. I mean, they just keep their whatever. On a plant growing. I mean, it's crazy. People do all sorts of weird life. So now I think there's a time limit on it. Now, really, I should use antiquing gel to do this because, you know, it's a thing. And this has got such a slick paint on it anyway that I think I can just come in with paint and just hit it and wet it. And, you know, I can work with this. A little bit of water. So, like, hit that mouth bit. I didn't get it anywhere. So I bet I did have the sense to get a big jar of water and a bin down here if I need to throw out water. Yeah, so I can get in here and just put some on, take some off, put some on, take some off. I don't have wax. I don't have everybody's using the Waverly products like the waxes, but I have a product that you mix with paint that makes the same thing. You know, it makes an antique. I just don't know what it is. I have no idea. Yeah, it's just how it is. Oh, that may be too dark. Yeah, I gotta clean that one up. I did a better brush for this. Let's see, no one has to know. Oh yeah, to know if I'm going to my phone, nothing. Okay, so, is this time? No. So you asked, I wanted to know, and I'm going to use my phone, nothing professional. Yeah, I mean, I've used my phone, and our phones, a lot of people have some better phones than cameras. But I don't know. I mean, I use my phone. I use my phone and my computer, and I also have the Canon. I don't like the Canon that much, but it does. And I always say it really saves you on your battery life on your phone and everything. But in reality, that battery goes down so fast on that thing that it's just it's frustrating to work with that little camera. Yeah, you just got some. I think I'm going to try the antiquing gel instead on this because this is, wow, it's sticking in some places, which is weird because I didn't think I'd have done that. No rehearsal, no, but if you're going to do a live stream like I do and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sit, now you see about I stutter, you know, and all that kind of stuff and say crazy things, and then I do edit a lot of that out, like that kind of thing. I edit out when I'm doing a voiceover. Or just doing a video in general. Like I'm learning. You see like people jerking. You're supposed to be really still when you talk, and I'm not still. So that makes it really hard to edit because then you're like jerking if you're trying to cut out what you're saying. So this is something interesting. I just watched a video that someone did. Now look, I make mistakes all the time. I'm still learning. I'm not whatever. But I did know that this was so obvious that I think I'm going to address it. They had used some music in the background, which is really nice, you know, but they would cut the music out when they talked and then talk and then turn the music back on and then cut it out. Music, talk. And there is a feature I know on my program, it will automatically reduce the sound. So you don't have to turn it off, but that turning it off and on got really distracting. And it's like you need to either turn it way down and just let it play in your background on your video when you're doing your editing and all that. You can go back and add music, just keep it really low. And that's the other question, how loud should music be, you know? Sometimes I've made mistakes on that as well. I've had music going in the back. It's too loud. But music can make a difference. And I love my my video, but with the pirate, because that music was perfect. So this one, I don't know. I mean, I like the dark, obviously, but I don't like the way this is taking paint. It's like giving me a bunch of bunch of bad spots on it. It's just not cleaning. It's sticking because it's like the glaze that was on it before is not. There's no glaze, you know. It's like dry. So it's really sticking to it, and then resisting in other places. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, have I lost everybody? What's going on? It's like dead. But what time is it? Oh, okay, that's it. It's like 4:29. So, we better be signing off now because we all have things to do today. But hey, you know, I had fun. I really enjoyed doing those pumpkin. I like your rolling hill video. You're still staying away from. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I have been so good. Yes. I know. And you know what? The worst part was my how I never. So, but my husband needed like a ride to the airport, all those good thrift stores, and I'm just like, and they're going to open a new Rolling Hills. I hope not till October. I don't think it happened this weekend. I think it's going to have a grand openings next month. But yeah, I want to be there. I do. I want to be there when they open and go shopping. But no, I mean, I did good this month because I got things done that I probably would not have gotten done because I'd be shopping, or I would be dealing with stuff I bought, or I'd be making video, or I'd be. So this was definitely a very project-oriented month and organizing and doing stuff like that. Not that I got all that finished, and I'm gonna still work on it. Yeah. So see, I just locked that thing in good. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Do y'all like? That's a good question. I'm going to ask y'all about this. Do you like the videos where people go shopping? Because I know that when I'm editing that, it makes me nauseous. It's just I can't stand moving, and I got so bad that I couldn't even watch other people do it because it was just so much movement. I was just kind of getting on my. So I don't know. I think maybe taking pictures would be better. I could take pictures. So you are starting this soon? Law, okay. So I'm giving you, yeah. So when can we start that? It take you gotta get. I will get you some subscribers if you just you know who to hang with now. There's some people here, but a lot of the people who I think who if you and I like the same stuff, a lot of the same stuff. So you can kind of check who the people I subscribe to are definitely. I mean, you got to get with some of these people and do some of these things, but do your own thing as well. I think talking about art's going to be great. I would like to do something where maybe I just took a photo of something that I have and then I put it, and I could take until you get your 1,000. Okay, there you go. I'm holding you to it. But yeah, I think that'd be a good month for you to do that because you were going to not shop and all it was that month. So that would definitely give you something to focus on instead of buying stuff. I don't know. But I thought it'd be great if we like posted a picture of something some work of art that I found, thrifted art, and then just talk about it and just say, get other people's opinions, if they think it's good. And kind of sad though, things people will throw out. I think one of my favorite things is in a video I just took the picture from the estate sale of this horrible clown painting. It's awesome. It's so creepy. But the lady like collected clowns, and this clown painting was so creepy. I already had, oh, good. Now, mine, I did not know what to do. Now that we can use, the YouTube studio has a good selection, and they get more and more every day. So there's a much bigger selection. But for some reason, I still like my good old, Shetland. I like my little Scottish dancing song there. So yeah, I don't know. That just kind of appealed to me at the time. And I am still messing with this one. I don't know. It's just too much wiping and adding and wiping. And I may have to go back and highlight some of these teeth. They have very bad dentistry. But I wanted black in it because it was just brown. I kind of bugged it because it's got like some right here. Let me see this little, right here in his head. Like there's no glaze here, so it sucked it right in. So he looks kind of beat up. I'm sorry. Yeah, but he definitely needed blackening up. I think that looks better. Not more contrast because before there was just no contrast. Yeah, that's all. Really, all it needs, just a little bit. Oh, what happened? I don't know what happened. This one, I kind of forgot. This one down here in the yellow because I don't think the yellow's working. I'm sorry. As far it's just so dark. I need to back it up with white first. Hang on. Oh, charcoal will work on it. I mean, still, I wonder if that would work. Not really. No, but so yeah, that's gonna be a little bit more involved. I got to start with white because I don't think it's going to show up very well. I'm going to put another coat on it anyway, just to see. I keep losing my one paper towel that I've got over here. Let's see. Oh, I keep stealing that. Oh, stop. Your vid different, yeah. I already had an idea. Okay, so there. Okay, so I'm in a group where we do the just tell suggestions on how to do stuff, on how to do your video and all. I think one of the things that I tried to do, and I still kind of want to go back, is having a routine so that people know this is the beginning of your video and this is the end of your video and this is kind of how you do it in between. So somebody had posted, I just love your videos, they're all over the place. And I was like, oh, wait. I think it was you. Glenda, did you say that? That was really funny. I went, oh, I was trying to have like some sense of direction. They are all over the place. So much for that. And we're kind of crazy. But yeah, try to think about watch some videos and go, how do you like the way they introduce it? And did they have like chapters? Have y'all heard, have you heard of this? Haul videos are not bad. I like them, especially like the final reveal. So I like the reveals. I just think when I was doing the walking around with the camera, I think it's nauseating. But on the other hand, I have run into some people and that's kind of been fun. So it's just a little happy accidents of talking to people. That's kind of been fun. That's been a part of it. It's, I don't know. One thing, I wish I could find a better way to combine both, like in one thing, because they do get lengthy. So that was one other thing I noticed over the year. I don't know if you know why you said that. Okay, I don't know who said that. It was so funny. It was just like, yeah, I love your videos. They're all over the place. I'm sorry. I was trying to be organized. Oh, they're getting that way now. That's for sure. Okay, little man, we're gonna get you. We're gonna brighten you up. We really are. We are gonna do this. It may take a few layers of paint, but we're gonna do it. We're getting it done. So the day that I kind of ran the live show for a couple of hours, I stayed out for another like 5 hours. So we really, really don't want to be doing this all. Yeah. Go do dishes or something, but yeah. Oh, I do like this better. I do. Don't you think so? I mean, really, because it's just, I like yellow eyes. And I like black mouths. And I love boosties. So my paint's been sitting here open, and it's actually a little drier now. And it's going on there. It's not so much of the film that gets on the top, that liquid you cannot seem to shake it down. So maybe we're onto something. It won't be as hard as I thought. We're poking on the back of this. Oh yeah, there's a bunch. It's got a lot of pumpkins. Okay, so I was thinking about my house, like how I want to decorate this year, because I think last year my witches were on this, maybe on the mantle last year. Yeah, put them somewhere new. Mix them up a little bit. I got some new accessories this year, so that'll be fun. I tried not to get anything big this year, but I got that Degan witch. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to just put a picture of that pumpkin, that witch in the pumpkin. It's perfect. I'll put that on my community page. Because I said, why didn't I think of this last year? Because she never really has a place. And she's really cute. I love her little face. And her, but without a stand, you can't stand her up. And she's to hang. And so the other ones are sitting in pumpkins. So she worked out great. I mean, that was her little pumpkin now. She's got her pumpkin. I thought about before I did that, but I was looking at the kind of hag one who's in the big orange pumpkin. That's like a dark brownish pumpkin. She is, I thought maybe I could put fabric around her. But then I really do like, so that way she looks like she has a dress on versus in a pumpkin. But then I really do like the other one's jack-o'-lantern that she's inside. I like that. She kind of needs this one. The things I process. I meant to bring her out and fix her hair. Put some more hair in there because my hair is out Oh, it's so, well, let's do that last one. And then we'll so yeah, on the getting back just to how to do your videos and because you lose people fast anyway in this business, but you lose some people during long commercial breaks. And I know I'm not really doing this for money, but it is costing me money. So there's that. But if you want to do it, set up some chapter system, but you have to have a lace like a book or a movie. You have to have something that keeps them in to the end, to stick around to the end. So if they get used to how you do it, like I do this and then I do that, well, a lot of people will skip around, but at least they're there. So I love watching people who paint the dolls. And typically what I'll do is I know how to take the paint off the doll's face and little things like that. I do skip around from chapter to chapter because that's when you're doing the dolls. You kind of do it in the chapter format. And so whatever you're doing, just think about, so let's just say, for example, you're going to do one on art, paintings that you have. And you go, okay, today we're going to talk about these 3 paintings. And you're going to start obviously talking about one, and then people will expect in a little bit you'll be talking about this one, then you'll be talking about that one. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by chapters. Oh, hey, you've been here this whole time? Oh my goodness, hey Belinda, thanks so much for sticking with us. Well, that was great. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I can always see your dolls. I gotta go check them out through Etsy and all that. I do. You have it on your thing, so I can find it. So my so my suggestion is pick some things and then do like this. We talk about this and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the other one, and then but to have some kind of cool thing going on at the end, the way you wrap it all up too. But when I watch somebody who I know their kind of system on doing the doll painting, then I will tend to watch what they're doing at the beginning because I know they're going to kind of introduce their ideas and stuff like that. But then they will get into some stuff that, yeah, I kind of know how to do it, what they're doing. And even the face painting, I will skim through some of that. And unless I go to the back, I go watch the end and go, wait, how'd they do that? And I have to go back and watch again. So that kind of stuff, kind of jump around because, but most of the time, I just leave them running. I just let those videos roll. I do like, I'll do like this new person who's doing the Cabinet of Creations. I do like her stuff. I mean, she just put out a video again. And they're little people have so much. Talk about personality. I don't know how she manages. Okay, there are some people who who do these dolls, and they're gorgeous. They're drop dead gorgeous, but something about her dolls have a life. It's creepy and wonderful. But you know what I mean? You look at it and you go, but they're not perfect. And that's what makes them so beautiful. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you, honey. Yeah, we all do. We do. Are you turning bye to there or turning bye to me? Who's saying bye to right now? Are y'all still with me? Hey, give me a thumbs up. Y'all got Glenda, Edwin, y'all still here? But yeah, I love her stuff. And I do love that her dolls, real quick, I'll just tell you this story. I do love that her dolls have a life to them. I admire that. So she said something about how she constructs the clothing, and I thought even that, the way she makes her clothes, it makes them look more lived in and more authentic, and like I haven't never really seen others channel. I've never seen. I don't even know. So everyone, that's a really good thing. You said I have never really seen others channel about dolls. Okay, yes, still here. Thank you. But just talk about whatever you're interested in doing your videos on. Go watch some other people and see what you're interested in, what works for you, and what obviously you want to do to make it your own after that. I'm just digging these little faces, but man, there's a bunch. This is covered with a lot of pumpkins. But that's what makes it so cute. One of the things I don't like, and I'm gonna come back and hit this thing with some chart. I'm gonna do it. I may hit it though. Let me spray it first. But I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for you to do this. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So you think you want to do lives, or you just want to do just straight up video? How do you want to do it? Good. Edwin, how do you want to do your videos? Do you want it where you have to edit, or you just want to run live? No, I've been painting my eyeball so bad, so bad. Okay, that's it. This brush is gone. It's got these like weird hairs on it. It's just wanting to do its own thing. Not what I want. I'm gonna take care of this one. So much nicer to work with, but I still have a bit. So I think straight up first, yeah. Yeah, I think, you know what, I'm getting kind of into the groove now. I mean, obviously I'll sit here and talk to myself for hours. I don't know. I'll find a story or something to tell. I don't mind. But I kind of am enjoying where my videos are going with the dolls and things like that. Something that's really fun and, you know, in the DIYs and, you know, things like that. That's kind of fun, and making that kind. They're a lot more fun than doing the videos where you're just trying to, you know, found this, I did that. That's a little, I think that's harder. I don't want to say harder. It's not as, you can do as much fun stuff with it as you can with the doll. So I would definitely start with collections. Anything collect. I think people like to see other people's collectibles. Just like to look. And when people talk about them, I do think that's a good thing. I have really messed this. I really have painted this eye. Yes, you will. I will definitely. I think I'm already. Am I subscribed to it? I think I am. Yeah, it's gonna do it. You can do it now. I didn't have to have a channel, but it will be great. We'll hit that notification button, and hey, we will know when that video pops up. But okay, I'm going to tell a story. It's kind of struck me as being weird, and I was going to talk about this with the master's class group. But I went to a arts and crafts video, arts and crafts, you know, person had like, oh my goodness, so many views, and not many subscribers. Mostly just tons of views. And I thought, well, that's weird that when your number, now my views are low. People just don't watch me for some reason. Anyway, that's another story. I'm okay. I am kind of enjoying my little family right now. This is a good time. But she had maybe 1,000 or so, maybe more subscribers, and she had 10,000 views. And I thought, wow. I mean, it's just some ridiculous high number of views. And it was just a, yeah, I have a lot of, I have a million things. I kid you not. If I sold everything I have for $1 a piece, I know I have a million things. Yeah, I know. Well, let's just break it down to like, you know, how many beads I have, that kind of stuff. But I have a lot of stuff. It's kind of crazy. And I wouldn't have it all if it wasn't so dang cheap. I thought, because I thrifted. About 90% of my stuff is thrifted. Anyway, getting back to this video, I thought, oh, she's got all these views. Well, then I just randomly did this thing. I started looking at her comments. I started looking at her people. I would like actually click on the comments and go look at who these people were. And it got kind of random now. I was really random. I was like bouncing around, just grabbing a name and just doing it. I was let's just say everyone I did had no kind of playlist. They had no kind of no subscribers. Even when I was doing nothing, I had subscribers. You know, your friends will just subscribe to you if nothing else. But I thought that was weird. I bet that somehow they either got into one of those things where you can do a $5 and pay like $5 and people will, if you don't do that, don't ever do that, don't do any of those things. But you can advertise. Now, if you're going to advertise any of your channel things to get more views, then there are legitimate things through Google, but don't buy into all that. Oh, you have to be so careful because YouTube got lots of rules about that. So make sure, and that is something we've talked about in the master's class, is to do not fall for that. But I think that's when I noticed this one. I think It looked very suspicious. I'll just say that. I don't know if she did it, but that's kind of suspicious. It's just too. Why did these people not really exist? You know. Oh, and then the other thing is, you know, there were. Oh, I didn't say this part. They were subscribed to nobody. And everybody's kind of subscribed to somebody, right? If you're weird, I mean, you're a real person. Wouldn't you subscribe to somebody? I mean, you're watching that channel. So that was the other weird thing. I don't know. It's a game. But then you wonder. You do see. But she popped up under, yeah, I'm watching people who are, you know, making, you know, craft projects and stuff like that. And so she did pop up. I'm mostly watching people I already kind of know, or I know through another person, you know, because I either follow them because I've seen them in a collaboration with another person. And that is the best thing. You have to get with that group of people that are like-minded, and y'all just kind of work together on stuff. Yeah, yeah. But there are things, I mean, there are people who say, oh, no, it's not bots. It's not bots. These are real people. I got real viewers who watch your videos, but that's not true. And that's how you know it's a bot, when you see all that kind of stuff. And then you have these people, and I don't know if you see them, you definitely see them on the one that went viral, on my video that went viral, where weird people, they'll put these like codes, and they'll put these links and all that kind of stuff in as comments. And you can report those. I don't know. I've reported them. I can delete them, I think. A lot of things to learn. A lot of things I wish I'd known before. I learned a little bit later. So learn some stuff. Watch those videos. Now there really are some really good video makers out there who teach a lot and aren't trying to sell you something. You know, they just say, hey, just watch my video because I just want you to watch my video, but they're not trying to sell you on something to, you know, take this class or buy this book or whatever. They just like to tell you how things are. So find those kind of people to watch. They're all saying the same thing. That's where we get our information. Oh, the other thing, and I need to work on this myself, Edwin, is that you have, I don't know, 5,000 words or whatever. I don't know what or characters, maybe. I don't know what it is. Forgot. I never fill it up that much. But you have 5,000 characters. The more information you put, they say this, I don't know if it's helped me any, but the more information you put in your description, the better you will be picked up by the algorithm. So I'm trying really to get better about my descriptions and my hashtags, you know, my tags and all that kind of stuff that will attract, you know, people who are looking for something. I should come up with the search engine, but yet it's not really worked for me yet. But if you're doing something really weird, like for me, say Gothic girls, you can look up Gothic girls and then you may find. Yeah, yeah, people. So that's an interesting thing you said, and I know people who, of course, when you first start really watching videos on people who do this, like the shopping, and they do all these, they have the millions of followers and all this kind of stuff, and or subscribers, and a lot of people who watch it. But I think that's just, oh my gosh, that's kind of get overwhelming when you just want to be a good person. Okay, like right now, I am loving this time with y'all. I really am. So what happens when you have all these people who are on, like you have 150 people watching your chat, and you're like, I can't talk to y'all, you know, it's just, I can't get back to this conversation because there's so much going on. I'm too ADD for that. All right, so the hashtags. Okay, if you're starting a channel and if you have no other social media, then you're going to have a few tricks to work through. And I always share, I say always share, I'm going to take that back right now because I'm kind of behind on my sharing. But I share like to Facebook, I share to Instagram. I'm supposed to do that, but I rarely get on Instagram. But a lot of people who get on Instagram, who are active on Instagram, they are doing so much better as far as getting people watching the videos. And that is like, I have to work on that. I really do. Because I do like Instagram. I just don't get on as much. And so the hashtags If you go on Instagram, I'm trying to think, where else would you go? I know it works on Instagram. And so say I put in hashtag jack-o'-lanterns. It will start coming up as you start typing. The word jack-o'-lantern will start to appear written a certain way, and in how it's written, that it'll tell you how many, I don't say views, but articles there are about it. So you want to find things that are really popular that people search for a lot. So if I said jack-o'-lanterns, but it was spelled JACO dash lantern or some weird way, it was, you have to spell it the way it's spelled there. So those are some tricks that you have. I just, weird little things about it, that you have to spell the hashtags correctly. I could say home decor, which is a common one that you'll put for something like this, but say I want to put creepy clowns, for example. Creepy clowns, and maybe a lot of people who are looking at creepy clowns, but my creepy clowns aren't clowns, they're dolls. So if I say creepy clown dolls, there may not be many hits on, or articles or whatever, people searching, they'll call it, for creepy clown dolls. So you may just want to edit it creepy clowns and let people click on it, figure it out for themselves, kind of thing. Yeah, it's just little stuff like that. So whatever your interests are, you try to find the right hashtags to go with it, and you have to go down and look in my description sometime on one of my things, which nobody does. So it doesn't really matter what's in your description for other people to read as it is for the search engine. It's the search that looks for those words, as what I've been told. So, but yeah, I have found the people I've grown up with on YouTube are doing a lot better because they have an Instagram account. And they are very active on their Instagram account. And it's like, how can you do it all? Do you see how can I be doing Instagram if I'm sitting here painting, pumpkin noses? Come on. It's hard. You have to have a lovely assistant, I guess. And I think once you get big, bye, Glenda. You're leaving us. Bye. Thank you so much. Okay, so Edwin, spend some time this month, what's left of this month, checking out what you need to do on your Instagram and see what happens. Yeah. I don't know about Facebook. It helps any. I don't think it's helping me a lot. Sorry, Facebook friends. No, I think the people on Instagram are doing much better in what they're doing, and I'm telling you, it's just Jerry, you just gotta do it. Come on, go do it. And it's doing okay, putting a photo in and saying something about your upcoming video coming out, and they do that kind of stuff, and then people you will find, you know what I mean, they're more likely to go see it. If they see it on Instagram, I do not know why. I don't know why, but I did notice people growing really fast, and it was because I know they're very active on Instagram. I enjoyed having you, Glenda. I guess she's gone by now, but I did enjoy being here. I always do. These are my family. That is my kangaroo cousin. And which is, you're my brother who lives up in New York. Yep. So, yeah, I'd rather go in with a little bit more knowledge than I started, because I did not have any knowledge. I did research, but nothing compared to what you learn after the fact from the hard knocks and stuff. I don't know why I don't do more Instagram. I will tell you why, and this is technology. One of the reasons. For some bizarre reason, I'm having trouble. I don't guess you can do it on. I do a lot on my computer. Let me start from this. Do so much on my computer. And I'm very bad about saving things on my computer versus saving them on a drive that is more accessible, like iCloud or something like that. So I could, in theory, if I save my thumbnails on iCloud, I can access iCloud with my iPhone and then post on Instagram with my phone when I'm on my phone versus, but yeah, I don't know if you can post everything you want to using the website like you can on your phone. It's like a phone thing. I don't know. But yeah, so you gotta learn some of these weird little tricks, and they've got them. They know them all because they are just nailing it. But I have seen people who are so busy, I don't know how they do it. I do not know how they are doing the work they're doing and making the videos and doing the promotional stuff. Kind of reminds me when I was writing the book and I finished writing my book. And yeah, kangaroo cousin. Yeah. Oh, there's a kangaroo. I thought that was she's always been kangaroos. It's on her name thing. You always see the kangaroo, so I think that works. She's our kangaroo cousin, and she's both of ours. So we yeah, spend a little time this month kind of getting to know that area of the thing, because it don't find itself. You got to do a little promoting, just like if you were writing a book. You got to promote it like yourself. Oh my dude. Oh dude. Okay, so their eyes are a little bit brighter and cuter. Yeah, I think that looks better. I'm happy, but I am going to paint that mouth black. Can't handle the pink mouths. Orange mouths. I'm sorry, they're actually orange. I did this one. I think I like a paint scrape or something on its face. The little white, whatever it's got, those are kind of scuffed up. Yeah, I mean, you're getting a good view of the back of them now. They're popping out. They pop more, I think. Well, they look more authentic. They would have lights in them. It's so funny. I see myself in two different, like, this is what I'm doing right now. This is what I'm doing, you know, a few minutes from now. This down below. And it's funny, I'll see something move that's not moving in real time. And I'm like, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Check out. Look at that mouth. Look at the difference. That is adorable. Plus, they didn't, like, fill it all in. And that was, hey! Where have you been? So what's been going on in your world, Erica? What is going on? What you working on today? Yeah, we have run this show. We had long. It's been fun. It's been a good day. Got some stuff done. So were you here earlier to see my pumpkins? My little, that's my cute one, actually. That one's kind of cute. And here's one that's going to be a little bit on the creepier side. So before, after. So much fun. Okay, so I did that with the Headless Horseman table decor. Wait, what? Hey, Debbie's here. Good to see you. It's very spectacular. There you go. So I did that with the Headless Horseman table. You got to tell me about that. What is that? What? What did you do with it? Where did you get a Headless Horseman table decor? I want to know. I want to see this. I tell you what, I love that movie. And my kids were really young when the Headless Horseman came out, and I still let my very small children. Oh my gosh, when did that come out? Because Gray watched it, you know, he was just a little. And then Ross is almost 5 years younger, and he was watching it. I'm like, I believe in my children. I'm a bad mother. Okay, so yay! I love the flying mouse, and plus I kind of dragged that smile up more than they had, and it was really kind of fun. Really cute. They needed some love. All right, I am hitting this with my charcoal. I'm just going to see what happens when I hit it with some charcoal. And let's see. Oh, what we got going? So loving them jacks and ghosties and having crochet. Oh no. How about? Oh my gosh! I bet that is just adorable. So they're like striped, the light colors coming down. And I got some AG candles to make it for my big. Oh, wonderful! Oh, I love this. Oh, thank you. What did we do today? I didn't do hardly anything. I think about it. I did work on I talked about these pumpkins earlier. I need to stop painting one of those. But I also want to see what this looks like. But you know what's going to happen when I start painting this? I can't stop. But oh my gosh, I love it already. I know it really needs some spray. This is going to need a little spray on it. And what's going to happen with I like it. I like doing this much more. So look at that. Just how much of a difference that makes. Just that little bit of you know, getting down in those cracks. A little bit lighter. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna do this pumpkin. I promise you, I'm gonna put it down after that, and I'm gonna move on to something else. It really is. Yeah, I just I don't know what happened to this pumpkin in his design. He got he got jacked up pretty bad. He's not a good design at all. Okay, and I gotta do a ghost. Okay, so that's gonna make a huge difference just coming in. But I am gonna spray it with Mr. Super Clear and then really do it. And then do it, and then spray it some more after that. Oh, let me get a ghost going real quick. Just kind of give it some shades. Yeah, these are pastels, by the way. It's not just charcoal. If you just join me, I'm doing charcoal. I'm doing all sorts of pastels. So all sorts of colors are going on these. Yeah. Y'all see the difference right there? Into that, and then to that, and then that noise going on up here. So noisy. Oh, I just can't stop. But you really have to spray them. That, and then I'm going to have to do some highlighting on the green, because the green's just like really one color, other than the fact that when it kind of went down in the grooves a little bit darker than it did. But it's not a whole lot going on there. Oh my gosh. I can't quit. I know. I'm going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to show you real quick. Just how much of a difference this is going to make. Look where I've shaded it some. That is going to be so cute. It's going to look better with my stuff. Because part of the problem with this is, let me see, am I missing anything? Sleepy Hollow, a Halloween myth, absolutely. I still got Muffin, a costume. Oh my god. Okay, so I have costumes for my dog, and she knows. So when we had a trick-or-treaters come into the house, she loves it. And she was just sitting there waiting for somebody to come. But she's got a couple of costumes. So one of the things with my clay is it has a little cracking in it. It's gonna continue to be cracky, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one's got these real happy eyes. I don't know how much light would actually be coming in his eye. The way he's smiling. I don't want to do these again like I intended to originally. Not these. I'm gonna use these the way they are. But I want to do the paper mache because I think it'll be a lot more fun. So my stuff, when it's all kind of put out, and you've got these really detailed dolls, and then you've got that thing there that's just kind of, it's just basic. Where is my skeletons? Adding some depth, and it kind of goes better with what I'm working with. All right, so I have no idea. I have no idea where I'm going to put these guys that I've been painting. I have how many did I say? 4? 5, 6. I have 6, but only 4 I've painted. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I got to come with a plan. Something special. Now, one thing I could do, because there's 6, I could do something like at everybody's table, table setting, everybody kind of like where you put your name and stuff like that. That may be cute. So I'm actually surprised at how this does not suck up the paint. I really thought it was going to be a problem, and that I was not going to be happy. I was just going to paint and paint and paint, but it paint's adhering and sitting at the same time. All right, I totally overpainted those. I will fix you. Don't worry. Well, you will be fixed. Some of the things are like driving me crazy. It's like areas of that mouth is like really sunk in. I don't, that's gonna bother me. So she hates kids. Oh no, that is hilarious. I like kids with my dogs love I think, well, I'll take that back. Dash loves kids. I think Sassy can take them or leave them. Anybody. She's just kind of indifferent about everybody until they kind of pet her, and then she's like, "Oh well, you're gonna pet me? Then that's a different story. I'll let you pet me." She's pretty funny. But yeah, Dash is my little social butterfly. So our neighbor has a dog, and I'm trying to find a really good brush to paint with right now. That's like a certain thickness, and I do not have it. So my neighbor's dog comes at 9 o'clock at night. We feed our dogs before bedtime. We give them like a little snack. It's a little bitty snack, but it's like a thing, you know, it's part of their ritual. You know, you feed them a little something and then they go do the, you know, booger bark and bathroom run and that kind of stuff. But the neighbor up the road, way up the road, his dog, his name's Tucker, will come for a visit. And it's hilarious because, yeah, Sassy doesn't like him. Does not like him. But he sure, but Dash does. Oh, Dash, they're big buddies. I don't have any, I have no orange. How do I not have orange in front of me? That is crazy. How did I not put orange out? Because the pumpkins were already orange, I guess. Oh, so she didn't get any work done. Bless her little heart. She needs fixing. Oh, I did. I did put orange in. Didn't think I was that bad, but I don't like this orange. You see that color? It's really red. Let's see. What do you see? Mine are the set Chihuahua. Oh my gosh, Chihuahua's so funny. So Chihuahua. I had this. I was a garage sale or something. This lady had Chihuahuas, you know, and she says, "Oh, they don't bite." But yeah, they barked the entire time I was there. You know, they're barking at me, and they're doing what Chihuahuas do. And when I went to leave, it bit me on my ankle. And one of them did. She had like 3 of them. And I kind of looked back and she said, wow. I said, well, it didn't hurt me because it was like I had on shoes, you know, and socks and stuff. And I said, well, the funny part is I'm leaving. It's a little late now. I mean, you know, right now. So oh man, I'm mixing this orangey red and I don't like the color at all. I wish I don't want to do that because I will knock it over. You need to add a color. You know what I'm talking about? So if you have the worst color orange you've ever seen, well, look, it looks good there, but I want it browner or golder or something that's richer looking. This color gold. There's a lot of yellow out though. Dumped right out. Nope, not that one. That's a bad paint right there. Actually, you know, I'm saying this is bad paint. This is actually kind of thick paint you can do stuff with. I will hold on to it because I'm crazy. I will find a use for it. Sometimes you need thick paint. So what is it? Mayo or Chihuahua? Shih Tzu son? Aww. Yes, this is funny because she's like real calm when people come over. You know, she'll bark. Oh, she has that bark that makes me just insane. It's everything's quiet and peaceful. And you don't hear anything. You don't hear cars. There's nothing. And all of a sudden she explodes with a bark. I'm like, it scares the booty out of you, you know? Oh my gosh, it's the worst color orange I've ever had. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down like it's a base coat. We're called a base coat. Move on from there. Doesn't that look okay? No, it does not. I'm not looking at it at all. It's more red. Well, it's a lot more of a pumpkin color than the clay was. Aww. I'm fixing to paint the bottom. Oh, that was the thing. I thought I was going to seal it first because I am a little bit worried about how this paint's going to stay on. I don't know. This will be interesting. So, first he let it, and he couldn't get back. Okay. Yeah. Kids love to torture little dogs. You know, like control over them or something. I don't know. Because we had a dog that we tortured. No, we had a poodle and she was insane. But we didn't know she was playing, but we played with her like hard. And she went to a seizure. She actually went to a seizure because we had her running and chasing us. And we don't know if she was mad at us. We thought we were having fun, but she went to a seizure. All right, so he purposely let her out and went, okay, go about that, and then she went. Yep. But yeah, so we were, my mother got a poodle and very, very short time. It just did not, yeah, started having the seizure. It was crazy. It scared us to death. So we were kind of scared of it after that. We're scared it was going to have another seizure if we played with it. Oh, I do love these little pumpkins. I just don't feel like these are mine. I mean, I don't feel like I did these because they're so weird and different. But I was there. I made them. But they have a little, gotta make sure I paint over here. If I drop it, they will break. They have their little personalities, that's for sure. So I'm kind of not loving the color, but I maybe can do something with it. So yep, she does. She remembers that for the nephew always text me. She sees this. She doesn't like my mother either. Oh wow, she doesn't like your mother, which is perfect because mother is just my me. She's your baby. She's your dog. Yeah. In fact, I'm wondering what are my dogs doing. So what I did is I just left. My house is actually open, and my dogs are just like wandering in and out of the house. I guess doing what they do. I should put out water because they will. If they're out, they may not feel like going back in. Sometimes they have water out here. It's not hot though. Yeah, so it's kind of becoming a thing that looks more punk. It actually looks better. The color looks so much better on the clay than it does sitting on my counter. It's a disgusting color. She loves my grandma, but she will attack if my grandma comes in our room and takes something. Wow. One time she put a package on my bed when I was asleep. A muffin attacked when she. Oh my goodness. I wonder why. I just kind of wonder what goes on in their little minds, but they think that's a thing that they have to protect you. Huh. I don't know. That is weird. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good guard dog for sure. But not that way. No, my friend had a German Shepherd, and the husband said, I could tell when the German Shepherd was really getting old, and it was just his health was kind of thin because it quit barking at him when he would come into bed. Get in the bedroom. So if she went to bed, before her husband, the dog would be in there with, and yeah, she just not he would not let the husband get in bed. But if it was even funnier, it was like husband got up in the middle of the night, like go to the bathroom or something, he couldn't get back in the bed. And he, it's just weird. I don't know. I wonder what goes on in their little dog minds. Oh, so my orange just changed on me because I'm doing the mixy kind of painting, which is another reason why we like oil paint over acrylics, because now I got the mixed color not looking good on this. We just kind of mix as you go. Yes, not working. Things we learn. This is why we don't like to do lectures. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm holding it down because I have to see. But yeah, so see how I'm not mixing my paint. It's like I'm just picking it up. You can tell where that yellow's been introduced, and it kind of left that streaky. So now I try to get it blended back in and not be too orange. Art is hard. No, it's not. It's just a thing. Art is the thing you do until you do it right. And who's to say what's right, right? All right, so yep, Muffin is my baby. She attacks because she knows don't wake me. Okay, yeah. Don't wake asleep at monsters, what I say at my house. And then, what's the other one? Because you do nothing. She don't take anything from my room. She's 20 pounds of crazy. And I just love it. I don't even have to tell her attack. Good one. Hey, Debbie's back. My Harlequin poodle. Okay, I did not know you had a poodle too. Had a nervous breakdown while I was studying for my PhD. Oh, you used to have one, right? Because you got PhD. Used to got Scotty. A nervous breakdown. How does a dog have a nervous breakdown? What happens? I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking. So, I mean, I know. I saw a dog having a seizure. I know what that looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're definitely getting. It's not bad now. Some of the mix is not so bad now. It's working. It is kind of working. It depends on how much highlight. If I put too much yellow or too much. My mom just called. I did. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. Oh, you know why? My mom's on an emergency number. That's why she just popped up. Now see, she called first. I'm busy. So yeah, so if you have I didn't think about that. If you have your phone on Do Not Disturb and you have people who were set up for emergency, and that's not an emergency, she was going to come by today. She's just probably letting me know she's coming. All right, so Deborah, sorry, yeah, I think I like to know about that. That's sad, but that's. I mean, the medications you can put on you give your dogs now, the anti-anxiety medicines and stuff. I don't know. We tried like with Dash and the storms, and she's one of those dogs that doesn't like storms. And one thing we do is do positive therapy. That when it's storming, I mean, a lot of times we'll just let her go be her, do her thing. Because I think, but we do try to talk to her and like engage her in some way when you can hear a storm coming, be kind of positive and about it. But yeah, she'll still go hide. She's a shaker. She shakes so bad. I swear she burns calories. She should buy and scrap with me. Yeah. Now is she like about an hour away, right? Deborah's about an hour from here, where she lives. And it is a town. Don't blink. Don't blink. You will miss it. So I gotta be real careful with that bottom. And you know what's gonna happen? Just because I know paint. So I mixed this really cool color. I will never get that color. I have to wait to paint the bottom because it's gonna stick. I know it will. So I can't paint it. So when I go back to paint the bottom, everything is gonna not match. So I'll never get the color out again. And I can see the bottom. I'm trying to get as much of my bottom as I can. I know you can't see what I'm doing. That'd be nice if I could get my phone. Definitely gonna have to do the thing where I get my get a GoPro working so I can have some close-ups. And we're gonna figure this out because this is kind of working. I'm enjoying doing this with y'all. It's fun having somebody to talk to. I work out here a lot without quietly, but this was a time I just kind of need to talk to people. My grandma's dog. Okay, where are we at? Yeah. So my I don't even know. Deborah, do you craft? Are you a crafter? You just come hang out with me. We can just talk about stuff. All right, so my grandma's dogs do that. They also no, thank goodness I don't have that. No, she goes and gets under the bed, and that's that's her thing. She's just got to do it. Now, Sassy kind of when she sees Dash behaving that way, she's so funny because she's like, "Wait, am I supposed to? Is this a thing? Do we do this? Is this what we do?" Because I don't know. So she never gets scared. I mean, she just kind of looks like I don't know what this means. All right, now I'm just kind of dry brushing my yellows and stuff. I'm just kind of having some fun with this one. Let this guy set up and come back and get to him. Whoa, drop him. Yeah. Aw, he's coming together. Y'all, look at him. He's becoming this thing. All right, so I don't know who I love more, but he does have he's got a crack in the back. I got to it's fine. I mean, I sealed it, but it's not like wide open. But it's fine. I'm just dealing with it. I love this guy. He's so funny. But I like them all. I like them all. They're so funny. They got these faces. And everyone you make is going to be completely different. So if you're joining me, you don't know the story about my pumpkins, let me tell you the story about my little pumpkins. This is a clay that I had, and it was drying out, so I had to soak it. And this is just an air dry clay, just cheap clay, crappy clay. And I did it, I should have done ice first. I did it over styrofoam. Now, I had a feeling this was going to be a problem, but did it anyway. That styrofoam does not shrink, but clay does. So as the moisture leaves the clay, it's going to shrink about 10 to 20%. I guess depends on how much moisture is in it. Well, this clay was really dried out. So I went out, I soaked it, and this is the kind of clay you can do. You guys should do this with pottery clay, some clay. You want it to be too dry. But you can soak it. If it's leather hard, you can soak it and then kind of bring it back. And it was too dry the first time I worked with it. It was still really hard, and that's when I made him. And then so I added more water, and it got very, very wet. And you can't, once or two wet, and you got nothing but wet clay. But I kept working with it, and I did all that, and it was so aggravating. But I got, this one's just so different. Oh my gosh, he's hilarious. The last one I did, it was just right. It was just like, it was like Three Bears. It was really good to work with. So the middle one, this one got like a little bit of crack. No, this one's pretty good. This one dried actually rather slow. I got one big crack in it. And then the little one got some little cracks because it was kind of thin where I put it over the styrofoam. It just didn't do as well. I had to go touch up some of those, and you can tell it was just because it was thin. But that big one was so wet that it just gave me a fit. It cracked and cracked and cracked. So but I patched in my clay. And it's no shopping September, so I can't buy anything right now. And I'm also going to be doing no spend November, which is a little bit different in that, I mean, you still buy it. You just have to be resourceful in what you buy, kind of. You know, you don't just go buy stuff, but you have to be very thoughtful because, you know, you got to buy stuff. And you just try to be a little more resourceful in that, maybe earning extra money or something like that to pay for things versus just using the money that you should be living on, right? You can shrink styrofoam without this. Yeah, but it's what it is what it is, you know what I mean? The shape was what it was, and it was not going to give. And so because of that, it just, the clay had nowhere to go. So it did not shrink with the clay, so the clay cracked. So let's try that. Okay, you can shrink. Okay. Also, styrofoam is really weird, but you can sculpt around it with something like this clay. I could inject, if I had left a hole in clay, but if I was just working with something else, you could actually inject it with gasoline, and it will like drill a hole and put gasoline up in there, and it will dissolve it completely, or something like that. Mina tried to keep me in bed and wouldn't let me out with biting me. What, your dog? Oh, your dog was biting you. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh, you are a 1.5 hour. Yeah, so you are closer to Pineville, right? Yeah, makes sense. Just over there where my son is. Okay, so this particular one I did, he's kind of bumpy and black looking. Oh yeah. And sort books and stuff and donate mags. Yeah. I do remember. I think I did remember I was talking about you used to do the needlework kind of stuff. Yeah. That's I did. Oh my gosh, I did a stocking for my oldest son. I did a beautiful stocking, sandals all over it, cross stitched it, locked, gone blind. Started on Ross's, you know, whenever he was born, and yeah, I never did it. I just, gosh, that's hard. Cross stitch is some serious. The people who can do that, who can stay that focused, I just got to do my thing. That's it. I got to do my own thing. That's that's a very precise talent. It takes some talent to do that. I used to cry. We're catching up to see if I missed anything. Yeah, so I'm coming back with some darks. You know I am. Yeah, no, I do. That's how I'm doing it. Hey, Edwin, you still with us? Are you just kind of chilling and listening to the conversation? So it's funny. I was just bored one time, and then just melted the styrofoam with acetone. No, it was so squishy. So I put it in the teapot mold. I am shocked. I had no idea. That is so cool. The things we can make now. And it's more like a plasticky though. What, it was much more dense. Okay, so that's, hey Edwin. So it's a lot more dense than it was like before, right? After you melted it, it was like a much denser. I just got my 230. Styrofoam. Oh, she makes the cool. Oh yeah, well, Deborah, she makes the coolest stuff. Beds and she does a lot of and that's your thing. You make up that stuff. You don't follow patterns. You do that yourself, don't you? Because I don't know, you followed that whole plastic canvas crafting world, but that you make some stuff that's really, really useful and fun, and I love it. I think that's great. I think that's the cutest thing because you do that extra stuff. You don't just you do all the designs and all that with it. It's good stuff. Okay, so you have got a place on your face. I'm actually going back on this guy where he's kind of scratched, and I'm over the paint and all. I'm just kind of touching it. See if it'll work. Please, 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 please. So my mother came to see me last night and brought these pictures of like my great grandfather and my grandmother when she was a baby. I looked just like her when I was a baby. That was amazing. I don't look like her now though. I mean, we really I don't. That's weird. I kind of turned more into my dad. But my great grandfather, who was holding my grandmother, looks just like Ross. I never, ever knew that. I just never put that together. because I hadn't seen that picture in years. And I always look at Ross and go, who are you? Where did you get this look? Exactly. Exactly like his great grandfather. That is weird. It's kind of like those, I don't know if you've seen the pictures where they'll do it like with the celebrity and they have the guy that look, I cannot think of anybody's name right now. But they have like a celebrity and it looks like something from the Civil War. Why can't I think that guy's name? Oh my gosh. He was a musketeer, that guy. Yeah, and it looked just like him. And then they had yeah. So that's kind of what Ross is like, some person out of history. He's come back. It is creepy. Creepy cute. Okay, let's see. When it dried, it was definitely a little more crunchy. Okay. So, but it held together and all that. The styrofoam did hold together and held its shape and everything. So, right? That is interesting. I'm just curious what we could do with that. So, what other stuff do you make like miniature wise, Erica? You do I mean, I see you make some stuff. You make a lot of things. But I know you've always been able to find a lot of things. Oh, I know I was going to ask you. Do you ever do like you take a print or whatever, and you print it out, but you print it out at a much smaller size to make artwork and stuff like that for your dolls rooms, for the bedrooms that you do? I don't remember if I saw posters or anything like that in your rooms. Because I think I was so fixated on the beds. Okay, good deal. That is great. That is a thing. See, I love it. That was, I don't know, I'm gonna call that a happy accident. I didn't know that could be a thing. So the teapot mold, what was that kind of mold? What was that for? Okay, so this, I'm really impressed with this clay taking this paint so well. I'm kind of digging it. You are looking pretty dang evil. Look about more evil after you painted you than I expected. This is a marathon live stream. Okay, so yay. So I'm keeping him kind of light. He's a totally different color than the other one. All right, so that, oh, you got a crack. I mean, the valley there, I didn't give you painting. And now it's a totally different color orange. So this should be in, and it dries super fast. I mean, I think this first one I just did is dry. Anyway, so this is the last one that I did, and I said it was just perfect. I mean, the clay, other than like a couple places where it was so thin because I built it around the styrofoam, and I just had not done it deep enough. And oh, did it again. Forgot to paint eyeballs. Oh, you got those eyes. You barely have any eyes as it is. Come on, get your nose. I like this one's nose. It's just like it came out of a growth or something. It's just like I just like jabbed that paint in there, but y'all see, it's just like a little sticky outy nose. It's so cute. These were so much fun. I just wish I can't recommend because of the cracking. Now the time I finish the bed, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And some little canvases. Oh yeah, and the teapot mold. Yeah, there's resin and clay. Cool deal. I know. I'm kind of digging these. Wow. I mean, it's kind of weird. I sat down. The thing like this is a thing that did not turn out like I think it would have done when I sat down to work on it, and I love it because it has a life of its own, and that to me is so much more fun than to try to plan something out and then be disappointed that you didn't get it. My world is like whatever. It's just gonna happen. This one's got some. I'm going to do a little dry brushing over that and not get that in there. It's going to be easy. I'll touch it up later. Yeah, so what time is it? Oh, 5:30. So I got a, tonight at, 6:30 my time, Central. I have a video coming out. It was from my live that I did where I had that sign that went over my studio and I finished it. And that took a lot more work than I thought it was going to take as well. Because that's how I roll. It takes you how many hours to do that? All the time in the world. Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, but you know what, though? I mean, I've been out here working for 3 hours, and it's just flies by. And the worst thing about that is I get so why? And I'm working. I've been working the whole time. I have witnesses. Haven't I been working this whole time? I have been working, right? Let's see. Those jack-o'-lanterns are turning out great. They are so. Their personality is just bursting of personality. I'm saying, just bursting. Well, look at that face. Just look at it. And he's kind of yellow. Let me get some red on him. Get you some more red, man. Okay, so yeah, it is. I'm running out of red over here too. Talking about you. That's why he's so yellow. I'm almost out of my red. I'm kind of wanting to get this. I'm gonna do this big one with some charcoal, whatever. I don't really use charcoal. Just use some browns and stuff, and then I just go as far as black. But see how it does. Like I said, this is new to me. You're experiencing this along with me. So you have been working at this. Okay, so yes, I have. I say yeah, I've been busy. I'm telling you. I worked on oil paint and we're talking just paintings in general. I have worked on drawings and paintings in just hours. I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? You know what I mean? You're just like, how did this time go by? And I've done so little. But that's part of it. Is just the process. It's the process. Okay, so I run out of my red right now. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the yellow just to kind of get him a base coat going. I'll come back. Oh, he's kind of yellow on that side. Some do that. Some just don't get his orange. They do his face. Now, he's got way too much color. I'll come back and get you again, buddy. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Just hit my charcoal stick. Okay, so this, I think we're dry enough. I don't have the bottom, and I can't do the bottom because I don't have the right colors now. I better watch what I do with this one then, because I'm not going to get that color right on that bottom, ever. But I just want to see. I want to see what difference it makes. I'm going for brown. I'm not going straight for the black like I'm trying to do. And I will probably go into black because I'm getting a lot of contrast in there. Yeah. Oh, I got gray here too. I'm going for black though, because we want big. Go big or go home, right? Let's see what happens. Wow, this is kind of hard because my little creases aren't. I take my time. Don't do it fast. What do I have? Nice pepper. So yeah, I always say don't blow in your charcoal or your pastels. I'm doing it. So I had a pretty good crack right there. I mean, you know what I mean? A really deep part, and so that really did that thing. Really dark. Let's see. I like painting, but I'm patient. I can't stand waiting for it to dry. Okay, so the trick with that is just have a lot of things going at one time so that you can set it down and walk away. Yeah, I should wait for this. I'm being impatient, just like you. I know that feeling. I think this must have some other color. I have this really pretty rusty red brown color. Let's see how that looks. I didn't realize how much I had put on, how many little creases I put on this guy. But I think they're going to look amazing. I am just loving these. I could sit and make these little guys a lot because they'll never be the same at all. I want my dolls. They don't need clothes or their hair done. So yeah, I think that kind of gives it. I mean, it has a really good dimension because it's the way I made it, but that does sort of look cool. Let's see, I like the whole contrast thing. Let's see something else. Oh yeah, so I'm using my finger. Get in there and just work it. Oh yeah, so that's kind of cool though. I was trying that. I love this color, more pumpkin-y than pinky. This is good old orange. yeah, so let me see if I can do a good turn and you can get it. Oh. Once it comes around. Yeah, see that little yellow kicked up in there that I just added? You see the different color in that one, and then the red, that more on that green orange that I used like over here. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Project that moved to another. Yeah, that's how I do. I do have to have a lot of stuff going, or I will mess with something to death. And do this guy. Leave me alone. Let me dry, lady. Come on, because I do have to paint that bottom, and I'm gonna regret it if I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna try something real quick because, like I said, it's all the experiment. No, it will not. This okay. The pastels are not sticking to just the clay. It has to be painted first. And no, see, I left you with those holes in your mouth. I'm not loving that as much. I thought it would give it kind of some. I gotta fix his mouth somehow. I'm gonna fill it with something. Yeah, let me try some. Let me just go brown, just brown on this area right here. Because it's deep and maybe it'll show up. Yeah, we're good. But the eyes, let's see what we're going to do with your eyes. We're going to kind of do a little painting thing. You know what? I'm using the wrong brush. I'm using a good brush. Oh my gosh. It's a lettering brush. Not that I letter that much anyway, but still, there's just things you can do with these brushes. And this is probably not one of them. Because it eats them up. They're so fine. I don't know why I got this brush. But hey, you know what? It's not doing a bad job. I'm gonna get that same. Check it out. Oh my gosh, come on, Jerry. Why can't I do this? Yeah, why can't I do this? Can you see him now? That looks good. All right, come on. He's coming in. He's coming in. He's coming in. You look at. Oh, so creepy and dark. Oh, you're so adorable. All you little creepiness. I don't want to stop, y'all. I know I gotta go do something. I've been sitting here for days. Well, I got my breath back. I'll say that. Talking about the asthma and all that. I'm breathing at least. Thank goodness. But I was miserable. I don't know what that's about. I'm having such a bad time with it now. I think you know what? I think it's me. It's definitely me. This is my style. And I think thank you. Thank you for saying that, Evan. Thank you for saying that's good. But I definitely see it's definitely got my hand on it. You know, and you want your art to look like you did it. Do you? Is it looking else? Oh, you want to try something else? Hang on. If I don't drop on my. Oh, if I drop those things. See my legs crossed. Not a good lap for a box. Okay, yeah, it erases. So this is, you know what? This is pretty darn durable. You can really work with this. So I just erased some highlights on it. But, you know, see how it did? And that's just one coat. I put 2 coats on there. I'm hoping I can brighten up that eye a little bit. I think the eye got a little bit lost in all that black. Oh yeah, you can just do a little kiss. Just a little bit. Just a little bitty yellow there. So that's pretty dang cute. Sit here. Nope. Yeah, I definitely don't. I know I want to do. I'm not loving the mouth that I did on this one. I want to go back and fix it. I'm going to try something. What do I do right here with this eyeshadow? Yeah, I just kind of gave a little bit of a brown in there to see how that looked. Now, I think it's going to be a thing. I mean, I'm doing this now, but in reality, I bet it's going to work a lot better with some Mr. Super Clear on it because that will, I don't know though, it's working pretty good on the slick paint. Mr. Super Clear may stick too much, but I was thinking I would be able to get more, it will stick better as I'm working it, but then again, it may stick too much and then I won't be able to get the good shading. I don't know. Gonna live and learn, I guess. Yeah, okay, so like here, I got the eye really dark, and this is where I want to see if I can just come in and erase that part of it. Easy work. Oh, I lost it. Yeah, yeah, I can go back in and erase. And so that works out. His face is. Oh, dude, your face. To go with this one, and I'm gonna see if I make it work. I'm gonna put the black in and see if it works. I wanted it to look like he had all teeth across the front, and then so I made like holes in this. I think it's actually gonna work now. So let me put the darks in and see. We'll get a little opinion on that. Well, with that paint, I was like, yeah, that's not that is not going the way I thought it was gonna go. But putting this charcoal in. Oh, nothing else. People who who've never just use. Everybody's like so dependent on paint. They think that's the only way you can get some of these effects. But hopefully they will learn that what you can do with chalk pastels on top of paint and pencil. Pencil does great on paint. So, which we know because of the dolls and stuff. I mean, we know that watercolor pencils do really well. But yeah, I know you don't watch a lot of doll artists, Edwin, but if you do, if you want to really go watch the Cabinet of Creations and just see the pictures on her thumbnails. It's her dolls are something else. They're just something about them. I like to think people thought that about my dolls, but there's just that creepy goodness about them. Yeah, I maybe did the black. I think in reality it was just too light for this particular look because my lines are kind of shallow. But he is creepy. I see. Yeah, it's cool. Come back and oranging up some of those. But that works. I mean, this is amazing. I'm kind of amazed at which. I am kind of amazed at what you can put together. I'm kind of bringing them up though. I got too much black on. Hang on. Okay, one more time. Well, at least you can go back and erase it. Just trying to force some orange down in those cracks. See, that's too much. See how dark that is? I don't want that. I can't get it out of the cracks though. Oh, that helped. I think it sticks. Oh, see, these could become a thing. I can just work on and work on. I get all in, and then you just do the thing. Oh, let me finish my knife. I'm sorry. Finish the knife. Sorry, I got caught up in a crack there. Anyway, this is so tedious right now. I'm gonna try to get that eraser in. Right, oops, here we go again. Can't figure out where the camera thing is. I see it. And do that. And then I do that. So yeah, that helped his mouth a little bit. I have a better view. I think I got a better lighting. See, there it is. Now it looks better. So Devious looking. Yeah, he is. He's up to something. I'm telling you. He is devious looking. Oh, these are fun. They're fun to make. Highly recommend it. Just do it, people. If you're going to do it over the styrofoam, like I did, because it's going to be one big heavy ball of clay. If you don't, the problem is going to be don't let it dry out. No, well, first of all, make sure your clay is the right consistency. It has a big amount to do with it, and then don't let it dry real fast because I think that's just going to result in cracks. I keep trying to use browns and things, and I just can't get into it. Every time I do it, I just don't feel like it's. And I know that black's really exaggerated, but the brown is just not working. The black just does a really cool job. Yeah, so he's just coming into this light. Really? Okay, so I kind of liking the contrast. I'm going for it. I'm just doing it. But I like doing this. I'm, yeah. I like that you can kind of erase it off, and it is working out pretty good. He's definitely one of a kind. I'll pull out some highlights, dude. I kind of got you really dark on the face. They're gonna be fun. These are gonna look great. I could maybe. Let me see. Did you just do that? Put my good brush face just down in the water and left it in the water. You're supposed to take them out. I hope I can brighten up that eye because it is really muddy. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. A little happier. A little bit on this. This is barely for me. Oh, wait, the smiles. Yeah, it just needs a little love. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So this was fun. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's almost 6. Well, it's 10 till. It's only 10 till 6. That's not so bad. Right? Right? Yeah. And so you say, okay, so I want like $50 for those 3 pumpkins because you know how many hours I spent on this? Because I made them. First, I had to make them. Then I had to come in here and kind of babysit. I mean, I'd come in and patch up a little crack here and there, but they're a lot of work. But I'll make sure my children know how much work they were and do not sell them at a garage sale for 50 cents. Kick your booties. I will come back and haunt you. They're slowly decaying. Yeah, and I think that's what's cool about these. I mean, I think that's the fun is that they can look really rough, and it makes it good. It makes it work. Like and the wooden ones. Oh my gosh, I will never stop working on those things now. Thanks a lot because the little wooden ones. Give me one. Oh him. I mean, oh wait, no. What's one? Nah, I don't want to mess with the cute one. Let me do this because he already looks so sad anyway. This guy, who looks like he may be decaying as we speak. Yeah, I can see this happening. I can definitely see him looking like he's decaying. Oh, he's so sweet. All right, let's see. Let me give you a decayed look. Let's see what we can do for you. I'm going to really make you look rough. This is some shady going on. See what happens. I'm using a brown right now. Yeah, okay, so, I know what I was going to talk to you about. Edwin, your ideas on this. I'm kind of curious how this is going to go down. So my thoughts were about using the GoPro would be around my neck, actually looking down. But I don't know if I would want to, because I would still have that view. You just see people to see the thing on me. So we were talking about that, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I get that. That's a good idea if that was all I was doing. So would it be better if you were just watching what I was doing, or you were watching me too? I mean, that's the weird part. I don't know what to do with that whole thing. Because I think it would be nice to see what I was doing, like this, turning, and maybe making it a little bit more obvious to everybody who's watching. Somebody's going to see this later as a recording and go, what did they have to talk about for 3 hours? Well, actually 3. You would be surprised. But when you're videoing, we're talking about doing something live versus like doing a video. No, typically you will work this many hours on a video and then have to edit it. When you're doing live, you're just like, well, here it is. You know. Give me some highlights. I'll highlight that man. Yeah, I gotta change brushes. This one is not really doing the trick on the highlights. What did I do with that brush? Off my thing again. All right, the other thing about working right over your charcoal, your pastels, yeah, the dust is falling into my box. So I'm trying to give it some highlights. Oh, it's looking a little rotten, don't you think? So that one time I had that camera that I did, that was a different program online. You know, that was who was that? Which one was that? I was trying different ones. And this is just another OBS. I don't know how to set that other camera up. I know there's a way. I just haven't figured it out yet. That takes time. All right, so yeah, is it looking a bit more rotten and more pathetic? Oh, this is, oh no, this is a bad thing. Because I could do this for hours. It's just because it becomes, the more you do, the more stuff happens. And that's what I love about art. You just start making it. You build it. You build it. You know, it's like you've got your basics and then you start adding the decorations. How fancy you want to be. Sometimes when you're working and explaining your picture. So it doesn't feel, yeah. So I did try to do the video, you know, where I done something and I'm doing a voiceover. Yeah, and you have these moms like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I forgot what I did. So there is something about actually working on something, and I totally forgot what colors I'd use and everything. All right, I gotta quit blowing on because I'm getting chalk everywhere. Oh, that's all I do. So I'm gonna brighten up his mouth some. All right. Yeah, I'm focused. Yes, I can see. Now look at look at that, and I see a different perspective. And I do tell my students that when they're doing portraits, especially, to hold their work up in front of the mirror, because then you see it with a different part of your brain, you know, and your brain's like, oh wait, I didn't see that before, and then you're like, oh, I gotta fix that because that's not working. Let's see, this rotten face over here. Oh, my chocolate, my substitute. All my black is in there again. See what that looks like. See that really dark area? I like it. But I can make it work. If I can put dark right here. He's kind of making that turn. I'm going to make him look 3D. That's the last thing I do today. I'm going to look 3-dimensional. A little bit of highlights. Sure, it's like a kid's going around. I don't know what y'all are seeing because now my hand's in the way. Yeah, another thing was like, how much time do you want to like work on something that you can't see what you're doing because you want other people to see what you're doing? You start worrying about that. You know? All right, that's the thing. It does. Oh my gosh, it looks much better than what it was, right? Just a thing with a little button nose on it. Didn't have that. Go back and watch this later so that what you're actually able to see. Yeah, he's so sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did this to you. But you're much better off. You know what? You're not in a box. But see, you were just like stuck in the bottom of a box all that time. Nobody cared. Nobody wanted to work on you. But now you're out of the box. You gotta have a life now. You're gonna be a Jerry Taylor original. Whole another thing. Oh, I know one thing I was going to tell you. I don't know who was still on. I got like 4. I think there's just 4 people up. But one thing I kind of enjoy, I totally enjoy, is that you find your tribe. I think that's a thing I did not expect from being on YouTube. I thought you would just put videos, people would like it, and then that was just like what you did. I did not realize you like this, like what we have, and Glenda and everybody. I did not know that happened, and I really think that is the best. And just you start finding these people you have in common with, and you're like, who knew? Because on Facebook and things like that, you'll kind of stick to, people you know and whatever. And every now and then somebody will pop up because it's like personal, or you're on a group where you're all have the same interests, that kind of stuff. But this is like so much more fun. That's why I don't do much on Facebook anymore. I don't do much on I'm gonna say on the Instagram. So that we have, and I know Instagram's really good too. I think a lot more people find their little tribe. And that is a word from Deborah, if she's still on, that I got from her. She has really made that mean something to me, to find your tribe. And I have another friend who says that as well. But yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the difference. Oh, he's so much fun. You're killing me, because I'm going to sit here and do this all night if I don't watch out. And I gotta go feed my dogs and myself. I gotta feed myself something. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe being an artist is kind of like dangerous, because you spend a lot of time doing weird stuff like this. Talk about going shopping. I could have bought this stuff by now. I can say I did it and put my name on it. And I will tell you this about me. I would put my name on this. Where before, I see I've already kind of messed with that one. Well, now there's no way I was going to let this happen. But I could not put my name on this. That I could not take any credit for. But this, oh my goodness. This is definitely something I would say, yeah, I did that. I made that. I made it happen. It's just, I don't know. And then you start thinking about other stuff like, oh, I could do this. I could add like a shadow here. Then you kind of get like another look. I was just working in his eye. Just a little shadow. This is what little differences, these little things. Halloween mobile. I have some metal bats. Oh my, I don't want to paint you'll make me paint the other side if I do. My life. I didn't think about that. I can't do it. I could totally paint the other side. How am I going to get that orange again? That's a weird orange. That's probably out of the bottle. Orange. I bet that is pumpkin orange, don't you? Thanks for citing the sword. I still miss my try. Aw, thank you. So that's such a good thing to say. But it completely makes sense, because this is what it feels like to just hang out with people that like the stuff you like and talk about the stuff, and that's fun. Oh, weird. I mean, I like the decorating, but I love the dolls. But I think the people who are making the dolls, the people who are making the clothes, it's like that active part, like, with Erica and all that. That's fun, because you like to see not just having that, but what you do next. J Dolls, all those people. That's fun to me. It's just watching their that's it again. J Dolls UK. But that's just that I'm being an active part of it. Well, my mother is looking for me, and I got to turn her off again. But I guess we need to wrap it up now, because I do need to call my mother back, because she's probably looking. Where my daughter go? I have really enjoyed this, and I probably won't be able to stop doing this, and I'll probably play with these pumpkins till all hours of the night. I will. But I do enjoy being with my tribe. This has been awesome, and thank you. And be active. Be an active person in your life and do stuff. Don't just sit around and wait for stuff to happen. Make some pumpkins. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hey, please, hit that like button once it comes back up on the thing. And yeah, y'all are all subscribed. But if you're watching this for the first time, hey, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification button, because sometimes I do pop-up live things like this in my studio, and I make pretty good videos. Anyway, bye! Bye, everybody! Bye-bye! Oh, okay, bye! Loving the pumpkins, and loving you too, Erica. Good job on all the stuff you do. Yay. I'll go sign out now if I can go find my button. I don't know.